this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard. It's 0-8 time, bitches.
Certainly is. After yet another weekend.
A wonderful weekend.
Things seem to come up every week.
And they go by way too fast.
Oh, yes, they do. They really do. It's kind of nice. It was that kind of nice weekend.
I don't know, man. It's only 50. Whatever.
Yeah.
It sounded like old ladies.
Hey!
It'll get here.
I got some quality outside time, though.
You did?
Yeah, it was a little windy and stuff, but...
a lot of wind.
You know, you fire up the old jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Jump in that motherfucker, get the sun on your face. Wasn't bad.
I'm not allowed to be outside yet.
What happened?
Because I'm very allergic.
Oh, your allergies.
The trees are trying to kill me.
The trees.
I guess if I was a caveman, I was not supposed to survive or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because how the fuck did cavemen deal with allergies?
I bet they used some kind of holistic solution.
Yeah, rocks.
Rocks. They just shoved rocks up their nose.
That one's sneezing a lot, and he's annoying me. Let's kill him.
That's the solution to everything with rocks.
Yeah, they just threw rocks at you and made you go off and by yourself somewhere.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, but especially with that wind blowing around. Oh my God.
It was crazy yesterday.
I need one of those big fucking, what do they do it in New Zealand, where you get in that big fucking plastic ball-y thing?
The plastic bubble, the boy in the plastic bubble?
Well, not that, but that thing they do. They get in those big balls and they roll down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
But I need one of those just to roll around the neighborhood.
Roll around like a hamster.
Actually, I just told you, I'm on this allergy thing for once. I mean, you could hear I'm stuffy. But just quickly, it just tells you a lot about the medical community. Some are saying Obamacare. I don't know who to blame, to be honest with you.
That's just it.
But there's a spray that Dr. Steve turned me on for allergies. He's like, this one will fucking do it, man. And it's just a couple pumps in each nostril, and you're good.
Yeah.
So I tried to get that, and they wouldn't allow me to get it, really.
They said you're not covered, right?
Not covered. Out of pocket, it would be ridiculously expensive. There's no copay that you could even do because of my insurance. Okay. So then I tell Dr. Steve, he's my go-to guy, and he goes, all right, I got a workaround. So then he turns me on to these two sprays that equal the one spray.
Oh.
They're the two ingredients that are in the one spray that I cannot get approval for.
Right.
But the two sprays that make up the one spray, I got approved for.
Oh, so you have to do 2 squirts.
It's the two ingredients in the one that they're not allowing me to get.
That doesn't make much sense.
With my insurance. But if you get them separately, and then, you just, it mixes, I guess, nice in the nostrils because you go, you're good.
Good to go.
How does that make sense?
What's that reasoning? The insurance?
I don't know, because I don't like talking to those people.
I bet your old policy would have covered it.
What do you mean? Oh, really? I don't know. Who knows?
I want to blame Obama. So I'm gonna.
I don't know who to
roll.
blame. But they just make everything so fucking exhausting.
Yeah, it is. It's a chore.
You wake up, and then you just know you have to deal with exhausting shit every day.
Paperwork and things.
Well, how does that make sense?
It doesn't.
The two ingredients that make up the one that I can't get.
It doesn't.
Get them separately, I could get. So, but I mean, it's working pretty good. I'm a little stuffy, whatever, but nothing like I usually am this time of year. So, anyway, that's that.
And that's that.
The Clippers moved on. I gotta tell you, this Donald Sterling knows how to fucking put a basketball team together. My God. The Clippers won, and they're moving on.
Look at this.
This Donald Sterling is a basketball genius putting this team together.
They ought to keep him aboard.
They really should.
Players love him.
No one cares anymore. The weekend went by, and now everybody's like, whatever.
Yeah?
Oh, we really want to push to get him. Well, we really don't care now.
And what, they're going to now find a guy to run the Clippers for the rest of the year or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
And then that tranny was on with Barbara Walters.
You got to watch that word.
Oh.
The broad. She looks like a tranny to me.
That's see? I thought you meant a real one.
No, well, I don't know. Has anyone checked?
Someone else said that to me. That
she kind of has that look.
Is she transsexual? Because
I don't know.
I want to see her face.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. I don't know.
She kind of has that look.
She got the look.
You're saying she's hot. You're saying she's delightful.
And the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, moved on too. Because I know you care about basketball.
I'm not a big fan of the round ball, as they call it.
Yeah. I think the Clippers played the Thunder next.
Thunder?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't think she has a little bit of that?
Oh, the chick that was...
the Donald Sterling chick.
All right, I had no idea who we were talking about.
Yes, she's got a bit of...
a little transgender look?
I don't know.
What is his state of mind right now?
Confused.
Confused?
Confused.
I think he feels very alone.
Oh, put your visor on and
truly
go fucking
supported
for a walk.
By those around him.
She looks like she's halfway into changing into a werewolf.
Is there something?
You were with him, so he's not alone.
What's with Barbara's eyes?
I'm with him in a state where I
problem?
want to help him.
Oh,
urging
good job.
You don't want to help
You
him.
did a good job
to come to
helping.
his own rescue.
Yeah, really.
With help like that.
Right.
Jesus.
But even so, I think he feels that
Oh, even so, your pants.
he's alone.
Can you pause this?
Yeah, she's definitely not trans, but she's...
No, I know.
She's very lovely.
She has a-
I got my hopes up.
She has a slight, trans look.
Some look.
And there's so much lying going on.
Yeah.
Because one of the tells of lying, because I've studied body language a little bit, is
Pantomime.
when you start moving your eyes around and darting around as you're talking, you're just lying.
That's bad.
That's actually a very easy one to know.
If your eyes are going...
She's looking all over the room as she talks. And she was trying to help the guy. What is she talking about?
Like a cat in a room full of pinwheels.
She couldn't wait to get that audio out to people.
Yeah.
She couldn't wait to get the audio out.
Uh-huh.
When was this Barbara Walters interview? Was it good? Yeah. Let's hear the rest of this clip at least.
Should apologize.
Absolutely.
Did you discuss this with him?
Yes.
Will he apologize?
Only God knows.
She discussed
Are
this.
you in love with Donald Sterling?
I
Her
love
eyes. She's hypnotizing her.
I'm not sure that's what I asked. Are you in love?
him. No, I'm not in love.
You love him what? Like a friend?
I love him like-
romance?
Oh, say
I
it.
love him like a father figure.
I knew she was
I
gonna
love
say
him
that.
like
I will be your father figure.
just like a father
I
figure.
will rat you out.
Ugh.
Bitch.
Yeah, she snitched on Daddy. She should have...
Yes.
I think Donald Sterling hates your guts.
Naughty
Yes.
snitching on Daddy like that.
Yeah, but she didn't like his dirty talk. He'd go, "You naughty little," and she didn't like how he finished it.
Oh, yeah. Another recording.
She looks like the lead singer from Dead or Alive, Chris in New York. Bravo.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Good for you.
Pop up Dead or Alive there, Sam, please. They had that one song,
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
that's pretty close.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Yeah, Pete Burns. Okay, I do remember Pete Burns.
The guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a problem there.
I mean, he used to look like that. Yeah, there you go. You had the split screen, 1985, 2005, right above that picture, the double there, Sam.
Wow.
Yeah, there's an issue.
Oh, yeah, you popped it down. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what he used to look like.
Jesus.
Yeah. What was their song again? Oh, yeah, Spin. Oh, yeah,
The Meat Spin song.
The Meat
of
Spin
course.
song, right.
I'm ashamed I didn't know who sings this.
Oh, please.
Considering it's my favorite music video.
Heard it so many times.
I know. I've gotten a neck injury watching this video.
Imagine being known for the song that is from Meat Spin. That's fantastic.
You think he's proud of that?
Oh, where is it? There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at it go.
Yeah. I like how it tells you how many you've sat through.
Yes. The record is 10,112 spins. Someone watched.
Do you ever put this on with your friends and then say, who can prevent their own erection the longest? I've gotten to 4 spins. How about you?
Maybe we were in the same room. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Meat Spin.
10 million spins.
That's a lot of spins.
I guess she was just babbling over the weekend. I don't think many people believe her.
I don't think many people give a shit what she has to say at this point.
She saw her in to get some fame going.
Sure.
Although bunch of idiots out there. They're all buying that visor. The visor's really hot right now. That she's wearing. Why would others wear it?
I know. Wasn't she having sex with an old racist? Like, why is that a good model?
You want to be like her. If it was around Halloween, you'd see a lot of those popping up, I think. At the old parties. Hey, look, it's, what's her name?
See, there's the visor.
That's great.
God, she just, I mean, whatever. Everyone, I guess, is going for it, but she just wanted attention.
It's pretty good. You could see through it, I guess, and no one could see you. It's brilliant.
But everyone knows what she looks like. What are you hiding? What are you covering up?
She's an attention hewer.
And then she has a posse of guys that walk around with her name on hats.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. What the hell she
That's pretty stupid.
I want to point out Ant's hypocrisy. What the fuck is this?
Already?
Too early for this. Michael in Texas.
Hello.
Michael.
Hi.
Hi.
Anthony, I just want to preface by saying I usually agree with everything you say, but I had to point this out. Well, you often fault certain segments of the black population for adhering to the stops.
No, I'm not doing that today. There's no fucking way I'm doing that on Monday.
Was getting at. I know.
Call tomorrow or Wednesday.
I didn't even...
it just fucking started. Not again.
I didn't even do anything this weekend. I didn't even, I wasn't even tweeting anything about that this weekend. I kind of laid low.
Right?
I was chill. Hung out, did a fun fucking taping for Jimmy.
Nice.
I'm not going to say a word about it. I'm just saying it's fucking hilarious, and I can't wait till it airs.
Thank you. Me neither.
It's part of the new show.
Yeah,
yes.
Really, what a fun day that was, too. Just, everybody was really cool and
everybody
fun to
was
work
nice
with.
and delightful. We only did 1 day's worth. We have more probably in a week and a half or so, but that was just a mandatory, had to be done by that day.
Yeah, very cool.
They're all lovely people.
Yeah, yeah.
When is it going to air?
Looks like June. It moved it back. It was just some paperwork issue. So instead of May, it's going to air sometime in June.
Nice.
So
June.
I think the fans will be happy with some of the little folks I have some stuff for.
Yeah, it was really fun to do, and it just looks like I can't wait to see it all put together.
Yeah. I can't either. Watch them. It'd be funny if they call me tomorrow and go, "We had a sound issue. We caught none of it."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Is that the visor you can buy, Sam?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
why did
Sweeping
Roland
the
buy
Nation?
one of these yet?
Right?
Roland should be all over this.
Yeah, they're dope.
Well, it's one way to put it.
I don't know if they're dope.
Sam.
What makes them dope?
They're just cool.
They're called the paparazzi visor with protective bag. What's the protective
bag?
Protective bag
I
part?
hate the sound of that.
I know. Chafes my asshole.
You can get them in any color to match your outfit. That's cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yellow.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I guess the call dropped.
No, I said we're not. I said we're not doing this today. We're not doing this today.
All right, okay.
Call tomorrow or Wednesday, please.
All right. Well, Anthony, have you seen the new trailer for Godzilla?
Yeah, I did. Looked pretty good.
We also the new trailer for
I do
Godzilla.
like a good Godzilla movie. There hasn't really been one in a long time.
Well, the last one was a bust.
That was terrible.
So damn disappointing. It looks like they got it figured out this time.
Godzilla looked like an iguana.
Right.
Didn't sound right.
Right.
And Ferris Bueller was in it.
Yeah, you don't want a movie with Ferris Bueller.
They fucked this one up, too. By the way,
why?
I don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Oh, no, what they
The monster
do.
looks amazing.
Yes.
But he has sneakers on.
Oh, see, why would they do that? Oh, man. It looks good, though. The trailer looks really good. And I like the classic Godzilla sound. You know, you need that.
Anyone see The Amazing Spider-Man over the weekend?
He
92
stinks, and I
million.
don't like him.
92 million.
92 mil?
That's not bad.
That ain't too shabby.
Getting a jump on the summer movie season. Mm-hmm. This is Spider-Man 2.
Oh, it is summer movie season already? With the first big blockbuster hit of the what?
I think they try to go a little early nowadays, right? Get a jump on the competition.
Yeah.
Godzilla 1998 chase scene.
Why are the helicopters going through the buildings? Like why don't they fly a little higher?
Yeah, they would
avoid the buildings. They don't have to take the roads
and avoid the tail.
Right.
Godzilla could do a lot of damage with that tail.
So they wouldn't get lost if they were following him because they'd be above him. That's a great point, Ed.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, Godzilla really can't hide.
No.
Yeah. All you gotta do is listen.
Oh, you almost got it down. A little echo, and I think
a little echo, a little pitch.
Yeah.
I spent most of my weekend mesmerized by just dopey people.
Well,
I gotta thank Guyism, which is on Twitter. Pretty good website, pretty good Twitter account. And they were talking about webcams.
Yeah.
And they're like the top. I think they had the top 10 webcams that you should be checking out.
Oh.
And he goes, and they said we'll acknowledge there's a lot of really good sex ones, but besides those,
besides the sex ones,
like there's one on the space station. I guess right now you can check out the space station and see what they're doing. It's on all the time, and they'll show you views of Earth and all that. But there's one where it's Abbey Road in London. And it's the exact crossing, obviously, where the Beatles did their,
sure,
all 4 Beatles doing the walk across the street thing.
Yeah.
And do you know, to this day, people will walk across there and try to reenact the cover of that famous album. So the webcam is on. And all you do is watch these people crossing. There's no real light there, so they're almost getting hit by cars. People will stand in the middle of the road. And I watched this dumb thing for hours.
How many people do you think have taken their picture there like that?
I don't know.
Millions.
Go to abbeyroad.com/ crossing maybe or something like that.
I wonder how many people did it at the wrong place on Abbey Street. It's in the ghetto, getting beaten up.
Looks nothing like it.
No.
I tweeted it too if you follow me on Twitter, but I mean I think this is it. And it's mesmerizing. When you're just doing your regular shit on the computer and you have a window open with this, it is so bizarre. And everyone thinks we can't get it up.
Oh, I want to hear that.
How many times have I whispered that to myself?
Live from Times Square. We don't need live from Times Square.
Just look out the window for that.
All right, here we go.
There it is.
Okay. So,
and this is live right now?
Live right now.
Yeah.
See all the people on both sides of the street.
Waiting.
Yes, and this isn't a loop. This is just happening all the fucking time.
Wow.
All day
They have to
long.
wait for the cars to stop.
Right.
There's a lot of traffic.
You watch a couple and then you just need to keep watching. And then you get the pissed off drivers that start beeping like crazy because they're taking too long. Look, these people are trying to figure out when they can go for
That's
it.
a busy-ass road.
Yeah, there's no... All right. And...
someone going to go? No, another car.
And...
But who goes first?
Oh, who's stopping? Oh, somebody's slowing down. Yeah, who goes?
All right, those people
are just really crossing the street.
Yeah, there are people that are really just crossing the street.
One of those double-decker buses.
There are guys that ride this road to work every day and every day go, look at these fucking assholes.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just standing. There's a clump on either side waiting to cross. What a busy-ass road.
I guess it's, I don't know what time it is over there, but
6 hours difference.
Look at how fucking busy this is. No one's going to get a picture.
No, This is the longest I've seen it where no one is even attempting a picture.
Here we go. No, bicycle. Another car. Wow, car.
I think we hit up the webcam when it's really very busy.
It's like rush hour in fucking England? What the fuck?
And
Abbey Road?
This is the wrong side of the street thing.
There
they go.
No.
Quick, take a picture, you bloody idiot.
Of course, this webcam is going to make me look stupid, of course. Even though I saw hundreds of people try it.
Oh, here we go. Now someone's trying. My sister and Patrick
watch. See, there's the person.
There they go.
That's the stupidest thing
there they
ever.
are. Bunch of people standing there.
And here comes the car.
And the cars are like, all right.
And they freeze frame.
I come flying around that corner with
my right in the road.
My horn blaring.
The guy just swerved around the photographer.
There's a guy just standing there.
All right.
Get off the road, you wanker.
Did you see how they all lined up and they all had their pose ready?
God.
All day long.
They're driving on the wrong side of the road, by the way. This is terribly dangerous.
It really is weird to watch them drive like that. They keep making a left where I think a car's going to be coming around. They're all going to die.
There's another one.
Wow, that took a long time, though.
Yeah.
But those people are happy.
Oh, yeah.
They got their little picture.
They got the pretty good shot there.
I could watch
They're all
this
waving
day,
at the webcam.
It is the dumbest thing, but I can watch all day. Look, there's another one. Look with the pose.
Yeah, just one is kind of silly.
Who's taking the fucking camera? Cars coming.
In front of the car. She almost just walked in front of the car.
Oh, please let someone get killed.
That would rule. These people want to... Oh, man, they're fucking everything up.
And then people are confused which way the Beatles walked originally.
Which way did they go? Left to right or right to left?
Right.
I don't know. It is amazing that the street is painted the exact same way it was with those dumb squiggly lines.
The squiggly line is not in the original shot. I thought
it was.
I did a little research over the weekend.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive.
I remember seeing the squiggly line and being like, why do they have squiggly lines in England? But I guess they squiggle the lines before a crosswalk.
Maybe it was...
Oh, is that why they do that?
Yeah, I think there is a squiggly line.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, why not?
All right,
So
here they go.
crosswalks coming.
Here we go. Go. There it is.
New people.
Take another
assholes.
picture. They just stop mid-walk.
Just new people all the time, all
coming.
day long.
Here comes a lorry.
I want to know how many people, if any, have been killed there. Someone had to have
Someone
gotten hit.
had to have gotten hit.
Right.
Had to have.
Oh, this guy's taking forever getting the shot.
Oh, he's doing
and then they go to run right in front of the truck.
They just ran right in front of traffic.
Right.
Wow.
Fucking tourists.
I can see why you watch this for hours. There's sound.
It's the dumbest thing. There's nothing going on, but we haven't got a pissed off driver yet that just lays on the horn.
Did you hear any beeping when you watched it?
Oh, a ton. A ton. I think it's... I don't know what time it is. You say it's
6 hours.
Is it?
It's
here it goes.
1 o'clock.
Here they are. Here they are. More people.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, set it up, you dummy.
They're not set
Oh, no, here comes a big fucking double-decker bus.
This guy can't turn because they're in the way.
Do you think the cars are used to this?
Oh, they probably are. The local traffic probably so pissed every day.
On the weekend, it was crazy how many people were there.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
This is a little light.
Do you think on Beatle anniversaries that place gets busy?
Oof, oh, man. But we've seen at least 5 already, right?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I did that for hours yesterday.
Pretty fucking funny. Could you punch up the original thing now? I'm curious as to whether they have the squiggly.
It's not squiggly.
It's not squiggly?
No.
Oh, man.
Not squiggly. Here, let's look at one
Maybe
more.
I had seen it.
Is that what that means, though, the leading up to a crosswalk?
I think so.
Maybe they just changed the rules.
Maybe they changed the rules.
Yeah, the rules are different now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Huh.
Oh, the Times Square one.
Times Square.
What can you do in Times Square on an Earth cam? Who cares?
Yeah, you just look. Oh, look, there's a lot of people. It's crossroads of the world.
Sure.
Something.
How many people are getting hit by cars? I saw a lot of near misses yesterday, so you got to think someone's got clipped.
Oh, God, yeah.
They probably took a bumper to the hip or something. I don't think anything too tragic, but
no.
There you go. See, no squigglies.
Oh, no squiggly lines.
What is that?
It's them.
Photography's weird because the webcam doesn't do that picture justice.
No.
It's a very busy intersection, but that makes it look like it's almost like a side street or something.
Maybe they had somebody close off traffic.
No, well, you think?
Like 7 running over the Beatles.
You think?
Can't run over the Beatles.
No, the Simpsons did it. Damn, when were they there doing it?
That doesn't even look like the intersection.
Huh? What?
They should do something to make traffic not go there.
Yeah.
Like, or to not get, like, tourists, like, build something in the road. Like a Roy Rogers. You know how mad that fucking Brits would be if we came over and just built a Roy Rogers in the middle of the street?
Just fuck it all up.
Some dumb American
or just put
shit-making restaurant.
Yeah.
Put landmines down.
There you go.
Jose in Vegas. Could you go back to the webcam? It's very addicting, please.
Yeah.
Jose.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to you, boy.
Oh, hi, Jose.
I was there 2 years ago, and the first place that I went in London was Abbey Road. I went down there, and it really is completely busy.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no real way that you could just kind of recreate the actual cover. You pretty much have to run because buses and there's like a...
that's what we're looking at.
What we were saying.
There's no rhyme or reason why the cars are stopping because it doesn't look like there's
No.
I guess if you enter the crosswalk, the rule is you got to stop immediately because I don't see any lights or any stop signs or any of that shit.
Don't walk.
There's a lot of crosswalks in England without lights or signs.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's just you're supposed
The
to.
pedestrian has the right of way, right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to take fucking dumb pictures like the Beatles, I could see them getting a little pissed.
But
I mean,
all day long, day after day, they're doing this.
Yeah.
it's it's a very douchey thing to do. I even felt douchey doing it, but like you're
But
there.
he did it.
Well,
You have to.
I understand because I did the JFK thing with me and Oprah in Dallas, like the
right.
alternative couple traveling in like 2004.
that's why I feel bad that I'm calling these people dopes
Yeah.
because I did the exact. We did the JFK thing. You got to stand on the X. But that is even a busier road, man. They come flying down the hill. It's a slight hill, but they don't give a fuck in Dallas. They've had it with Dealey Plaza.
Have they?
Oh my God, it made Jimmy Zach one of his bits. We saw a woman almost just fucking buy it.
It was great.
She stepped in front of a car that was flying down the hill. All right, Jose, thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
You got it. So that was a wonderful find for me over the weekend. And then you get people, they don't even have cameras. They just want to walk across
Just
this
say they
intersection.
did.
No, but they walk like the Beatles
Oh, they do.
with no one taking video or snapshots.
Maybe they're doing selfies.
Yeah. I want to see one more. Look at all those people.
Here they
right?
go.
They just want to do this.
No. This is a good camp too. Very fluid.
All right. These people are definitely going to go for it. They're getting scared, though.
Look, someone's mad.
All right.
Here
There's
we
the
go.
person with the
Here
picture.
they are. Oh, God. Enough. Look at how stupid
They're not
they
even
look.
doing it right, but they do got the 4 in this one.
Oh, a car. Uh-oh. Beep.
I can't believe no one has beeped yet.
Oh.
And then they run across the street.
Boy, that left turn, right turn thing is wacky right there.
Right.
With that wrong side of the road thing. Americans, we always say wrong side of the road instead of the opposite side of the road or anything.
Right.
Like we're right and they're wrong. Love being the head of the free world. Here it is. Fucking just pop in on England.
Now it's just distracting.
The future's amazing.
We'll keep it up there. We'll just keep the volume down. So, yeah, this Ringling Pros thing was brutal. Did you see the video?
Uh-oh.
It was the acrobats that do all their stuff with attached to their hair.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Where they fucking spin and all that shit.
But they had about 8 or at least 8 of them up in the air, all spinning at the same time from their hair, and the whole apparatus collapses. They fall 2 stories.
Oh. I thought maybe Maury was
But no one died, I don't think. Some busted legs, probably.
Oh, whoa.
Was that a guy landing upside down?
Landed upside down?
How did that happen?
Yeah, more than an incident. You can see the fire, the thick black smoke rising into
Did
the
he get
sky.
out?
The 77-year-old stunt pilot. You can see that he was flying upside down. He was actually performing a trick when his plane slammed into the tarmac. Happened in front of thousands at Travis Air Force Base in California.
Travis.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family.
Thoughts and prayers, everybody.
There's an air show disaster every spring and summer now.
Yeah.
We get at least one of these a year, right?
77-year-old pilot.
And he was flying upside down.
Why would he try to land upside down?
What, did he just get too close, I guess, right?
Obviously he had a problem, yeah.
Right.
So, poor bastard.
Here's the circus.
He went like he wanted to, though. He died like he wanted to, burning to death in a fucking plane. Jesus.
Here's the apparatus where they're all swinging from their hair. After this. Oh, here you go. Watch this really fast. It's that thing?
Oh, it's a big carousel thing.
All hanging by their hair? Wow.
Oh!
The music's still playing. Well done.
That's amazing.
They turn off the lights, though. No one's screaming because they probably think it's part of the act.
Yeah, they're going to be disappeared or something.
Right. Come popping up somewhere else.
Did any of them die?
I don't think so. But
Wow, how did no one...
I believe they just a lot of broken bones.
Someone's in trouble. Who rigged that? Jesus.
Yeah, it was faulty or something like that.
Faulty.
Yeah. And then I'm hearing Joel McHale did a great job at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. He stopped by here before he did it.
I saw the first 5 minutes. It was really good.
Yeah?
Really good. Yeah, I just had to leave.
I didn't see it. Damn it.
And
really ballsy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But no, it sucks. Like, Joel McHale's clips aren't really going anywhere. It's all about, Obama.
Yeah.
Obama being funny, even though every single joke was written for him.
Well,
all he had to do is read.
That's what he does best.
But he's not even there in the process, like maybe pumping it up and going, nah.
Get it on the teleprompter.
They probably they handed him the jokes and said, here you go, you're now going to be funny for everybody. Yeah. And that's what everyone's saying. Obama, he's hilarious.
He certainly is.
I usually start these dinners with a few self-deprecating jokes. After my stellar 2013, what could I possibly talk about? I admit it. Last year was rough. Sheesh. At one point, things got so bad, the 47% called Mitt Romney to apologize. Of course, we rolled out healthcare.gov. That could have gone better. In 2008, my slogan was, yes, we can. In 2013, my slogan was, Control, Alt, Delete.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Happened.
Throwing himself under the bus. That's crazy.
Well.
Do we have Joel McHale's jokes? They're way better. Maybe we could get some for later on in the show. Yeah, let me get a little
Joel.
Yeah.
Joel McHale. Packed.
All right, everybody, here we go. I am the last person standing between you and your after party. So, in just an hour and 15 minutes, you'll be walking out of here, all right? I'm going to break Jay Leno's record tonight. Strap in. Here we go. Good evening, Mr. President. Or as Paul Ryan refers to you, yet another inner-city minority relying on the federal government to feed and house your family.
Holy shit.
I'm a big fan of President Obama. I think he's one of the all-time great presidents. Definitely in the top 50. Please explain that to Jessica Simpson. You're right. That was low. All right. How about the president's performance tonight, everyone? It's amazing that you can still bring it with fresh, hilarious material. And my favorite bit of yours was when you said you'd close the detention facility at Guantanamo Bay. That was a classic. That was hilarious. Hilarious.
Wow.
Still going.
Oh, he's going for his woman.
Man.
To take a moment to recognize the First Lady, Mrs. Obama. You have been very kind to me and my family, especially when you showed us all how to tear a phone book in half with your bare hands.
Holy shit!
It's incredible. I'd also like to thank the White House Correspondents Association for having me and for not being able to book Jimmy Fallon. That's true. All right.
I guess Fallon said no.
Look,
that's true.
I know it's been a long night, but I promise that tonight will be both amusing and over quickly, just like Chris Christie's presidential bid. I got a lot of these tonight, so buckle up, Governor Christie. Excuse me. Extender buckle up. All right.
Oh, man. Back jokes galore.
I deserve that. I agree on that one. That you're right on. Now, allow me to tell you a little about myself. My name is Joel McHale. I'm on an NBC show called Community.
Applause break.
That's exactly what I thought. I also host a show called The Soup, which is on the E! Network. Thank you. To Republicans in attendance, E! is the channel that your deeply closeted gay son likes to watch. Democrats, it's the same channel that your happy, openly gay son likes to watch. E! is also home to the Kardashians, who, believe it or not, are Republicans. And I know that because they're always trying to screw black people.
That's a good one. Oh, Oh, that's a good one.
The men. Okay. It's an honor to be here tonight at the Washington Hilton. I'm tingling with excitement. Or maybe that's just the bed bugs. I hope you all enjoyed your dinner. The filet tonight was grass-fed beef, freshly dragged off the Clive and Bundy Ranch. The steaks are very tasty once you pull off the tiny white hoods. Oh, you like Clive and Bundy? Okay, I get it. All right, great. All right, let it be known. Let the record show. All right.
Record show.
Tonight's show is being broadcast on C-SPAN. C-SPAN is, C-SPAN is like one of those paranormal activity movies. It's just grainy shots of empty rooms interrupted by images of people you're pretty sure died a few years ago. Yeah.
Funny fucking jokes.
Oh, and stay tuned after the Correspondents' Dinner for an all-new episode of C-SPAN's hit show, So You Think You Can Remain Conscious. Very competitive. This is the 100th year of the White House Correspondents' Association. Hashtag Total Sausage Fest. But that's all changed. Now America is truly a land of diversity. Only here would you find a black president, a soon-to-be Hispanic majority, and all 19 nationalities contained within Ariana Huffington's accent. That was low. It's a genuine thrill to be here in Washington, D.C., the city that started the whole crack-smoking mayor craze. You guys were the first. I hope he's not here tonight. People say that Toronto
It's like a 20-minute set, though. Yeah, it keeps going. I mean, Joel's killing it.
He's great.
Probably worth checking out the whole thing at some point in your leisure.
This is how dumb people are, like, on Twitter. People like, I didn't think he was... But you could not like him, but they're like, oh, the crowd hated him.
What?
They're not hating him.
I hate him?
No, not at all,
That's
actually.
a notoriously brutal room.
Right.
Yeah.
He did very, very well.
Boy, what a set of balls.
Yeah.
To be able to blurt some of those lines out.
Right.
Holy shit.
You got another one from Obama, too.
I am happy to be here, even though I am a little jet-lagged from my trip to Malaysia. The lengths we have to go to get CNN coverage these days. I think they're still searching for their table.
That's a great joke. The fucking president of the United States just made fun of a plane full of dead people.
Right.
No.
Holy shit.
It's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
MSNBC is here. They're a little overwhelmed. They've never seen an audience this big before.
That's like his private fucking news channel, too.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Good for Obama. We have more of his jokes. We'll do a little later, I guess.
Some of his jokes.
Some more of those jokes. Anyway.
That's great.
Why don't we take our first break so we can eat some food?
Oh, certainly.
Is it Louis C.K. Day? Yes, it is.
Louis coming in, huh?
The review on the new show is great.
Yeah.
When does it air?
Tonight.
Oh, okay.
2 episodes tonight starting at, I want to say 10, right? 10 o'clock. You get 2 episodes of Louis tonight. And then every Monday it's going to be 2 episodes, huh?
What?
Yeah, for 7 weeks.
For 7 weeks.
Wow, why'd they do that?
Yeah, why are they doing that? I guess we'll have to ask Louis.
You know, he's coming in. Why not ask him?
We'll ask him personally. It'll be great to see him. And our pal is on the cover of GQ magazine.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
The 15 funniest people alive with Louis C.K. America's undisputed king of comedy. Wow.
King of comedy.
Very cool.
Rupert Pupkin.
And he's in a suit.
He is. His suit looks very GQ. His face, not so much. He's kind of making that, what am I doing here face.
But the suit looks good.
Suit looks great.
Louis looks good. What are you kidding me?
GQ. There's a guy that probably never, ever envisioned himself on the cover of GQ magazine.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else did either.
No.
No one ever saw Louis on the cover of GQ.
Well, certainly we'll be asking him about this as well. So, all right.
That's fucking great.
We're going to step aside. Before Louis comes in, I believe we're going to go through our apologies.
Well, there's been some over the weekend, right?
Yes. We got at least two, sort of a third.
Why didn't we just go a week? Did we honestly think we would have to take 10 days before we got an apology? Meanwhile, they roll in daily, multiple times?
10 is a nice number.
Is it a nice number?
Yeah, we're attempting to go 10 days on the Opie and Anthony show without having to read or talk about someone's apology out there.
This fake apology bullshit that goes on in this country.
Shouldn't Obama apologize for that...
for the airplane joke.
The airplane crash joke.
I'm sure Fox News will rip them apart about that today. Is it really appropriate for a president to make jokes about a plane where people died?
Right.
Relax. Sometimes you could just loosen that tie a little, Fox.
Right. Wow, you're saying that. Very nice. So we'll do the apologies next. Stay there. Got Louis C.K. coming in about a half hour or so. Very excited about that. So we got some apologies.
We certainly do. Thank goodness.
I think we made it 3 days.
3 days?
We had apologies on Friday, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we've made it 3 days. Is American Idol still on the air? When I saw this headline, I'm like, is that show still on the air?
The oddest thing, I have not watched that show in literally years and years. I tuned in and watched that episode where he had to sing that song. Yeah.
What happened?
I guess the audience got to pick what songs these people were supposed to sing.
Okay.
Like songs they probably wouldn't sing themselves. And one guy had to sing one of the songs.
But they were all prepared.
I know.
They're all prepared, though.
Exactly.
Because it's a list of songs that it could be.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm sure there are certain songs they don't want to sing. I wouldn't want to sing that song.
I would imagine the audience is told to pick from this particular list. Though. Yes, you're not going to get, hey, could you play Black Sabbath, War Pigs? I'd play. Could you sing War Pigs by Black Sabbath?
So this one guy had to sing that Aerosmith song from Armageddon. Don't want to miss a thing.
Right.
Not Pink?
No, not Pink.
Is that Eddie Trunk? Is that the guy?
I know, right? That's what I was thinking when I saw him.
Eddie Trunk.
And he didn't want to sing that.
Right.
So then he gets on Twitter, and he starts talking about the listeners and his fans suggesting other songs. Because I guess they all get these suggestions from the fans. They're like, oh, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this.
Right.
And he's like, I don't want to do that. And the people are retarded for suggesting these things. The fans are retarded. He called them retarded.
And then he dropped it again. AfterBuzz TV did an interview with him, and he dropped it in audio form.
The R-bomb. The R-bomb. Ugh. But if you are still watching American Idol, you could be retarded.
They're down in the top 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who knew, right?
I used to like watching that show. But
now
it's been many years. I don't know what happened, but...
It's really bad now.
Speaking to AfterBuzz TV last week, what's his name? Caleb Johnson?
Nice.
Speaking to AfterBuzz TV last week about his opinion of social media, Caleb expressed some of his lingering resentment over having to perform the fan-requested Aerosmith ballad, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, a song he admitted he hates and arguably his weakest performance of the season, by blasting his followers who supposedly regularly spam his Twitter feed with unwelcome song suggestions.
Right.
You have the audio if you want to.
All right.
Do you like a little audio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hear Caleb.
Caleb Johnson.
Oh, Caleb Johnson.
The next one's from Wendy King, and she wants to know, has your opinion of social media changed since being on American Idol?
Yeah, it gives that.
Next one's from Wendy King. She wants to know how your forgive those trespass against us.
My bike tire is running out of air.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm going to have to patch it up before I go for a ride.
Sounds like steam escaping.
Let's start over.
The next one's from Wendy King, and she wants to know, has your opinion of social media changed since being on American Idol?
Yeah, it gives access to a bunch of retards to talk to me, and you know, I don't really enjoy having to see somebody tell me what song I need to sing. You know, I think at this point in the competition, I can pick and choose my own songs and represent me in the best way. I don't need 10,000 people saying, you should sing this, you should sing that, listen to me, listen to me. Fortunately, guys, I'm going to listen to myself, whether you like it or not.
Wow, a little bit of an attitude.
Good for him. Fuck it.
The article goes on to say, to diss his superfans, the people most likely to super vote for him, was foolish enough, but his politically incorrect wording made the situation much, much worse.
Jesus Christ. I saw some of the comments that people were writing to his tweet when he tweeted the R word, the dreaded R word, retard.
But he used it properly.
No, of course he did.
There's a few ways to use that word. There's one way you use it, you're just you're a horrible human being.
Exactly.
Or among your friends, you could say stuff like, stop being a retard or whatever.
I don't know. Nowadays, you can't use it at all. Not in any context.
Yeah.
It's very evil.
Unless there's flame before it.
Right.
On Saturday afternoon, Caleb addressed this controversy on his Facebook page, but not on Twitter, posting, for the record, that juvenile comment I made in the interview was not directed towards my fans, but to the wackos that send hundreds of hate messages a day to me. You guys are amazing, and I cannot thank you enough for your support. Sorry if it offended anybody. It was the wrong choice of words.
Too late.
Also, I greatly appreciate it when you guys give me song suggestions, but it gets really overwhelming at the volume it comes in, so please understand. Rock on.
No, his first comment on the song suggestions, that was the honest one.
Right.
He hates it, and he hates when people send them.
Yeah, you don't say a bunch of retards sending me song suggestions and then go back and go, I meant to say I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
Right. Sorry, I didn't say that right.
Yeah,
I called you retards, but I meant to say thanks.
Well, the American Idol people got to him and said, look, we got to do something here. You know, we got to squash this before it gets ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, before people start talking about the show again.
And then the retards that he was talking about, they started tweeting back like, oh, I will not be voting for you. I was a huge fan before you said that horrible thing.
Oh, were you?
As a parent of an autistic child, I say... Oh, yeah, they all came out of the woodwork to give him some what of it.
Well, he's being real, though, which is kind of cool.
They don't want you to keep it real on American Idol.
I like that he's keeping it real.
They want you to keep it
real talk.
Family friendly.
Is he going to win this thing? Are you watching, Sam?
I'm not even watching anymore.
Wow.
I was in there for a long time.
I don't know. I don't know if this guy...
How are the ratings on this American Idol?
I mean, they're not great. They're not, like, horrible. I don't think they're bad enough because it's a cheap show to make. So I don't think they're bad enough to cancel it.
Jordan Sparks does well, right?
She does all right.
They made her into some kind of mermaid, and it's on TV every once in a while. Maybe it's on one of the kid channels. I don't know, and I don't even know what it's for. To be honest with you, I don't know if it's a new animation coming out or not.
Yeah,
but they kind of had a like it's a chubby mermaid.
Oh no!
But it's not too chubby. But they knew they couldn't make her into a regular mermaid.
Right, because she's a little chubby.
And it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Let me see the chubby mermaid. Is that... She's a little chubby mermaid.
But she's not too chubby.
Right.
Because she would be insulted probably if it wasn't an accurate representation of who she is. But mermaids are a lot thinner
of course. Very svelte.
in animations.
They eat fish.
And this damn thing, I don't know why. She's got a song called Blue Mermaid? I didn't even know that.
It's for kids.
Team Umizoomi?
It's for Nick's hit preschool show, Team Umizoomi.
Yeah, I watched Team Umizoomi.
Yeah. You watch the Team Umizoomi?
Yeah, you know. What are you going to do? But you see the mermaid is just slightly chubby.
It's a thick-ass mermaid.
That mermaid has some ass.
She's a fucking mer whale.
It's the dumbest. It's just a subtle thing, but it makes me laugh every time I see it because they sat down somewhere and had to discuss this.
They drew
George
one.
Sparks
Probably
is a little chubby. I mean, she's in shape chubby, but she's a bit chubby. And mermaids traditionally are much thinner and slight. So what are we going to do here?
I bet they drew one first and then went like, could you?
You gotta
we
make
like
her...
the look, but could you kind of make it a little more hippie?
Jordan Sparks' mermaid got the fat ass, though.
Got the fat ass.
Yeah. Well,
nice.
Let's say hi to Craig in good old North Carolina.
Craig.
Hey, guys. Actually, South Carolina. I moved here a couple of years ago from Nova Scotia, so I keep following the hockey playoffs. And we actually did have an apology on Saturday via the Boston Bruins front office. Their GM, Cam Neely, apologized for the racial epithets that were issued after Game 1 by the Bruins fans.
But he didn't do it, though.
What's that?
He's apologizing for the Bruins fans.
For the fans that
Look, man.
that made hashtag racist tweets.
Yeah. It's rough when your team loses.
Well,
and you're not thinking clearly when your team loses.
No.
And you do some crazy ass things.
Yeah, but you don't do something that crazy. Like the Yankees or teams on lost rush start screaming, "Boo to the Jews!" Damn spicks! Like you don't yell that when your team loses. It's just a dick move.
I was just joking. Oh, I was not serious whatsoever.
I was only joking.
Classless views upset Bruins press. Boston Bruins president Cam Neely on Friday denounced those who directed racial slurs at PK's. I always mess up his name. Travis Subban, thank you. Travis is a Canadiens fan. Although you told me recently, Travis, you have not been watching a lot of hockey this year.
I didn't watch a lot of the regular season, but we were watching the postseason.
Right, okay. So what happened? All right, so he got racial slurs via social media after the defenseman scored in the second overtime to lift the visiting Canadiens to a 4-3 victory Thursday night in the opener of the semifinal series in the Eastern Conference. The racist, classless views expressed by an ignorant group of individuals following Thursday's game via digital media are in no way a reflection of anyone associated with the Bruins organization, Neely said in a statement issued by the team. Game 2 is Saturday. So
he didn't need to say that. Does anybody think that the Bruins are behind it?
I know that's another unnecessary apology.
I mean,
do you really have to clear that up? I don't think so.
It's pretty pathetic that the N-word was being thrown around just because he scored an important goal.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Bruins themselves are apologizing to.
Well, what else is interesting on that note is that his brother, Malcolm, is actually playing for their AHL affiliate.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting when the little brother makes it up to the big team.
And little brother.
Yeah.
Oh, his brother plays for the Bruins farm team.
Absolutely.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. Good
Commissioner Gary Bettman supported the Neely statement on Saturday. We're about diversity. You're not about diversity.
You're really not
black
about
guys in the league.
Diversity.
What are you talking about? You're not for
boys.
Thank you.
That is really one place where diversity has no fucking place is on any type of sporting field, whether it's hockey and it being a lot of Canadians and Russians and whatnot.
Eastern Europeans. And about 10 Americans.
Right. Right.
And mostly those Americans are from, like, Minnesota, which is almost Canada.
A lot of white guys. Let's put it that way.
You don't have a lot of guys from Comac, Long Island in the NHL.
And then you got basketball, a lot of black guys.
Right.
So you could say you're diverse, but no, you want to go with the people that are the best able to do the job.
Well, and
that should be universal in any line of work. In sports, it's so necessary because your team would absolutely play like shit and not get anywhere if you put diversity in for diversity's sake.
Right. So Gary Bettman goes, we're about diversity and inclusiveness, he said in a release. We condemn bias and hatred. It has no place in our game and is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
It's very disappointing things were said on Twitter. Forward Brad Marchand said, there's no need at any point in time to be racist, and obviously no one in this room or the organization feels that way, and it's very disappointing. Obviously, we have to apologize for that coming from our fans, but hopefully there will be no more of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, There you go. But there's no diversity in the NHL. Are you kidding me?
No. Hell's no.
I always find it funny when I go to a hockey game. I was going to say playoff hockey, but what would I know about that, being an Islanders fan? But the home team will boo the Canadian national anthem. And I always find that hilarious because I'm like, hey, you idiots. The guys on your team, most of them are from Canada, and you're insulting where they're from by booing their national anthem.
They don't care about the people. They care about that uniform and the fucking name on it and where that team is from.
They'll start chanting USA.
USA, US. It's like we're
and their entire team
Canadians.
Right. I would say the majority of the Bruins are from Canada.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there in Boston booing their national anthem because they're playing it for the Canadians, technically, who are playing your Bruins. I always found that hilarious. I wonder how the players feel about that.
Yeah, they got to understand. People cheer for the uniform. It's been done before. People have talked about it. Yeah. Comics have done great bits on it and stuff, but you're not cheering for the team. Most people don't even know where the fuck their team is from.
Right.
They just know that uniform. Oh, look, they're all wearing, Rangers jerseys.
Right.
That's who I go for.
So we cheer the American anthem.
Right,
and
because that's
we have
New York.
to boo them.
Right, we got to boo those motherfuckers.
The Canadian anthem. And then Keyshawn Johnson is also sort of apologizing.
Sort of.
He's basically saying he shouldn't have been arrested. He was arrested last month following a domestic violence incident with his ex-girlfriend. Johnson works for the NFL on ESPN, blah, blah, blah. The injury appears to have been minor and caused accidentally, is what they're now saying.
An accidental domestic violence injury. All right, so he shouldn't have been arrested.
And his statement is this: I am pleased that law enforcement acted quickly and that this matter has been fairly resolved, Johnson said in a statement. The quick decision results from the fact that I should not have been arrested because no crime was committed. I did not and would not touch, grab, or strike a woman, any woman. Though Jennifer and I are both pleased that this matter is over, we very much resent the fact that I was ever arrested in the first place.
That is lawyer speak for what we usually hear, which is, I didn't do nothing. That's what I usually hear on First 48. It's the same line. I didn't do nothing.
Well, she stopped cooperating.
Oops!
She stopped cooperating, so they really had no choice but to move on.
Right.
So he says all that, like, I should have never been arrested, nothing happened here, blah, blah, blah. So then he goes, I apologize to my friends, family, fans, and colleagues for this matter. For putting you through this matter. For what is right.
Yeah. For what?
If you're saying it was some weird accident or whatever and had nothing to do with a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
And you should have never been arrested in the first place. So why are you apologizing?
What the fuck?
I apologize to my friends, family, fans, and colleagues for this matter. So that's today's apologies.
That's a good
I think.
one.
We might have missed one. Who knows? There might be more.
I bet he rapped her.
You think?
Yeah, why not? I just bet he did. Yeah.
So now we restart the apology clock.
Reboot.
Yes.
There it is. It's all reset, ticking down to the next useless, insincere, groveling apology to make up for things that years ago used to just be commonplace, and now it's necessary to have an apology lest you lose your job, livelihood, family, friends, life, or whatever.
I think we have some apologies brewing.
Some are brewing right now?
Yeah.
Are they cooking? Somebody say or do something?
Oh shoot! I should have wrote it down. I think.
I'm sorry, I said that.
There's an apology brewing. Oh fuck! What was it?
One's percolating.
Yeah, something's percolating. I'll remember in a minute or two. Speaking of useless, hi, who's this?
It's me, Lady Di. How's everything?
All right, look, we don't have time for this shit
much
today.
too early.
We got Louis C.K. coming in 10 minutes, so make this quick.
Yeah.
Hi, Di.
Okay.
What's the problem?
I want to put an end to this crack rumor. Okay, I do not smoke crack. All right, I just want to let everybody know. All right, that I don't do that.
This is sounds like a certain mayor, doesn't it?
When was the last time you smoked crack?
I told you a couple of years ago.
It went from 3 to 1 to a couple.
Actually, no. Actually, it was 2 years ago. All right?
A whole year.
So it's three, it's one, it's two.
Difference?
You're like a fatter Rob Ford.
Yes.
What is the difference?
A year.
2, 3 years? What's the difference?
A year, yeah, 365 days.
You're a manlier Rob Ford.
No. I just want to put an end to the rumor.
No, I'm not a manlier
Rob Ford with a bigger penis.
No, I don't have a penis.
I want to
like that.
to the rumor.
Do you understand why the rumors are out there? Because you said you did smoke crack, which you never told us in all the times we've talked to you. And then you said it was 3 years. And then on the after show, you said it was about a year. And now you're saying it's 2 years.
All right, now, what does 2 or 3 years matter?
It matters a lot.
All right.
It means you're lying. That's what it means. It means you're a liar.
I'm not lying, Anthony.
I'm not lying. And my lie die.
And when you were smoking crack, how often did you do that?
Not really often. Not really often. Maybe once. Like 1 day a week or something like that. No, not even that. Wait a minute, hold on.
1 day a week. That means you've smoked crack.
Wait.
You smoke crack 52 times a year.
Oh my God! Now you guys.
Do you understand why the rumors are out there? Because you just lie through everything.
Plus, you say them.
Right. If you're admitting that you used to do it once a week, then that probably means you did it twice a week, which means you're talking about 100 times a year you're smoking crack. That is a major problem.
Listen to me. I don't smoke at all right now. Yeah, cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes.
And?
But I don't.
Cigarettes and cigarettes and cigarettes and the reefer.
And how did you get off the crack?
I stopped doing it.
Without rehab or anything?
No, I didn't need a rehab to stop that.
Listen to how offended she is at the even mere thought she might need rehab to get. She's already fucking 5 natty ices deep on a Monday, and she's insulted that you insinuate she might need rehab to get off crack. This woman's fucking bizarre.
No. No.
What are you knowing about?
I could do without that. I could do without that.
But if
are you there? No, wait. Hold on.
You have an addictive personality, so you're trying to tell us that you're able to stop smoking crack on your own.
One of the most addictive drugs out there.
I did it on my own.
Congratulations.
I bet you still smoke crack, Lady Di. That's what we're all saying. We bet you still smoke crack because you have an addictive personality. Crack is one of the most addictive drugs there are. You have to rehab off of beers, and you couldn't last a day after you got out of rehab, early, mind you.
Hold on a second. Bill, do I do drugs? All right, there you go.
He doesn't know anything.
God, Bill
you steal his money.
Right.
What does he know?
Remember when the drug dealer robbed you outside of the chicken
place? When the drug dealer, when you were trying to cop?
He knows. Bill knows when I took money out of the ATM because I told him. All right, he knows.
So when was the last time you smoked crack?
I told you 2 years ago.
Now it's down. Now it's up to 2 years again.
I bet it's...
Which is it? You said 3. You said about a year. Now it's 2 years.
I said 3 because I was a little bit off because I was
a little bit off.
So when you said about a year, was that a little off too?
What do you mean about a year? That was a little off too.
You said about a year on Sam's show after you told us 3 years. He then asked you, when was the last time you smoked crack? And you said about a year.
I have to ask you something. What is the difference? I don't do it anymore. That's it.
She's right.
Would there be a difference if it was...
It was actually 2 years ago.
Would there be a difference if it was yesterday? Or a year ago? Right. Or 2 years ago?
Yes, it would be. Yes,
it would be. Okay, so where's the line where it doesn't make a difference anymore?
2.5 weeks?
No.
Where's the line?
The last time I did that was 2 years ago, and I wanted to put an end to the rumor that I'm still doing it.
Well, right? Job well done.
Yeah.
People
the rumor. Yeah, I just read it in
on TMZ.
I heard it on TMZ. Right. There's this rumor going around that a rhinoceros is smoking crack.
I haven't even thought of you in 2 weeks.
Christ Almighty.
The rumors.
No, I'm not a rhinoceros.
How many natty ices are you up to?
This is my second one.
It's not even 8 in the morning.
And she's lying about it, too. It's more than 2.
Of course.
That's a lie that she just told us.
Yeah, how many Natty Ices, really?
This is my second one. I just told you that.
Stop.
Well, you have a problem with the 2s and 3s,
right?
Apparently, and 1s.
This is my second
And I also learned, I think it was on Sam's show, that you used your dad's money to smoke crack.
No.
You got the
No, I didn't.
I heard it. I'm not making up lies
You
here.
said that on Sam's show.
This is why no one wants to believe you, because you change your story depending on who you're talking to. Did you or did you not get a lot of money from your dad when he died? And did you or did you not use some of that money to smoke crack?
Opie, wait a minute. I'm trying to think right now. I did take money out of an ATM, and whatever I used it for, I used it for. But I don't know.
She's constantly on the stand.
Crack.
She's on the stand 24 hours a day. She's always trying to weasel her way out of something.
It's not that.
Okay, Di, is it possible that you use your dad's money to smoke crack? Is that a possibility?
She's just hoping everyone she talks to is like Bill, and
right,
an enabler,
blind
Yes,
enablers.
Sam.
Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
I was supposed to call you this morning.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry I didn't call you.
He was crying about it all morning.
Right.
No, I just woke up actually about a half hour ago.
And already one Natty Ice down and a second one halfway done.
Oh, God.
Well, that's my coffee in the morning sometimes.
My coffee.
Sometimes.
Oh.
Because sometimes I don't
All
call.
the time,
Because sometimes I don't call it my coffee.
Right. It's my coffee.
I call my crack smoking my coffee.
Yes.
Okay, Di, is it
You're a liar.
Is it possible, Di, is it possible that you might have used some of your dad's money for crack? Is that possible? Because you said you don't know, but is it possible?
No, but I did use it for alcohol, though.
But is it possible for crack?
God,
Where did the crack money come from?
Yeah.
It came from somebody else.
Okay, you said it was your dad before.
Come on. Who's buying you crack? Who's buying you crack?
No. Let me tell you something.
What's a ponytail?
No, it was a ponytail. No, ponytail doesn't have that kind of money.
Who bought you crack?
Well, what did you do to get the crack?
Right.
I'm trying to think right now.
Yeah, trying to make something up right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to make anything up. It was a friend of mine. Okay, and I hung
writing
out
a story.
Yeah.
Right.
in a not so nice neighborhood in Elizabeth.
She's doing one of those, what were they called? Jumbles or whatever?
A word jumble?
A word jumble?
Trying to pick them out of the
No.
fucking
What
Mad
the
Libs.
Mad Libs, thank you, Sam.
Oh, it's a Mad Lib.
She's doing a Mad Lib right now.
Proper noun, ponytail.
It was ponytail. Let's see.
Noun. He had nothing to do with this. It was a friend of mine, which is a girl. Okay?
Some of your dad's money went to crack, though, correct?
Sam, please.
Just say it, yes or no.
Stop.
You're fucking hemming and hawing. Just say it.
You're exhausting. I would bet money that you couldn't pass a drug test.
Exactly.
Come in and take a drug test tomorrow.
You want me to come in there and take a drug test tomorrow?
How do we do this? What do we have to cut off some of that greasy hair of hers and put it in an envelope?
Wait, hold on. You're going to have to give me a ride because I don't think Bill's going to pay for my, for my ride to New York.
She's got to get some money if she's going to
Kenny, how do we do a drug test? Do we have to cut off some of that greasy hair?
You can buy them in the drugstore.
I don't have greasy hair.
What do you call
You
it,
have
then?
greasy hair, you smoke crack.
It's amazing
you're
what a
drunk.
knack you have for latching on to the most unimportant part of a statement and running with it.
Right.
I've never heard anyone take such an unimportant thing and go with it.
Yes, I heard about, the hair test. I already heard about that. Yes, I did. I did too.
Yes, I did.
Because at Budweiser, that's what they used to do to you after you come back from vacation. They take your hair, they cut it to make sure that you didn't do any kind of drugs while you were on vacation. I already heard about that.
You weren't allowed to do drugs on vacation when you're working at Budweiser? Do they understand what their product does to people? And, we love the Budweiser people, by the way.
Hold on. They did the hair test on everybody after they came back from vacation.
That's what we were just saying. We agreed and said, why would they do that?
And I will guarantee that Budweiser did not do that with every
everybody.
fucking person that came back from vacation.
They did too. you.
They wanted to get you.
Right.
All right, now you don't believe me again.
So how would they get the hair? Would they shave your legs or your face or your nipples?
They practically told you have to go to the nurse's office and the nurse would cut your hair.
Nurse's office was this
They have a nurse's office at Budweiser?
They used to.
They just wanted you out because you probably were sucking at your job. So they're like, okay, when she gets back from vacation, we'll catch her.
Exactly.
There's no way they're cutting everyone's hair when they get back from vacation.
Yeah, they do.
Didn't it strike you as odd that their nickname for you was Lumbering Oinker?
They did not take Jimmy. All right, no, listen.
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
That's the tell. Thank you, Cigars and Scotch. He writes, whenever she denies something, she says, no.
Phil.
Yeah. No.
No.
Get me another one, please.
Hopefully it's a bullet.
Yeah.
What, is that you need another Natty Ice?
Yeah.
So you're going to have 3 Natty Ices before 8 a.m. on a Monday.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Well, that's the only thing I'm addicted to, is beer.
And cigarettes.
We can get a drug test in here.
We can?
Yeah, we should do that.
All right.
We can get it anytime
Go
you want.
ahead. Go ahead.
Lady
What do
Di.
you want me to, what?
Know your liver. You know what that liver of yours looks like? Probably looks like you.
Fuckable.
My liver looks like.
You think she's as disgusting on the inside as she is on the outside?
Precisely.
I have a appointment coming up in the end of this month, and then I'm going to find out if I need more blood tests or not. You know.
Right.
What do you need? The old neck bolts tightened?
Anthony, I don't know.
When was the last time you smoked crack?
I told you 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
With some of your dad's money, right? A little bit. Be honest.
Come on.
Not all of it.
You know, wait, hold on a second. Sam, I'm not sure. Okay, I took money out of an ATM.
Okay.
Now put a verb in.
Right.
And
pronoun.
Right.
Okay, Lady Di, when your father died in 2012, correct?
Yes.
Less than 2 years ago, correct?
Name a country.
No, it was September of.
Name a country.
Yeah. Okay, September.
I'm doing my Mad Lib. I'm doing my Lady Di Mad Lib.
September of 2012 was less than 2 years ago. You just said it is. You don't know whether or not you used your dad's money for crack. You got the money less than 2 years ago.
Oh shit! You just exposed yourself.
You exposed yourself.
You smoked crack less than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, then you put 2 and 2 together.
Just another lie, though. It's just another lie.
Hold on. No, I'm not lying to you.
Oh, okay.
Then what do you call it?
I'm not lying to you. It's talking about having a mixed up head. You know, the brain is mixed up.
Crack will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So how do you know it's not 1 year? How do you know it's not 6 months ago?
No. I know it was 2 years
How do you know?
Could have been 3 days ago.
Well,
no.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I didn't do it, and I spend a lot of time at home these days.
All right, I'll do a lot count, for Pete's sake.
I think it's tough.
Hold on a second.
I think it's tougher for her to do crack these days. So.
No, I'm not decent over here. Can you get me one?
Jesus Christ.
What'd she say?
I'm not decent over here. Could you get me?
I mean, she's wearing no ski mask.
She has company. What kind of company you got?
The person that lives next door is over here, and I got a sheet over my...
You're naked.
Wish it was over your entire body while you were laying down.
You're naked and drinking beers while the neighbors are in the next room?
No, I am not naked.
She's wearing a diaper.
But where's the sheet? The sheet's covering up that awfulness?
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
What are you wearing?
Will you get me one right now?
Oh, listen. What a cunt.
Oh, my God.
What a cunt.
Di, what are you wearing?
It sounds like my marriage, though.
Underwear and a T-shirt.
Oh, she's
Oh, how
wearing
enchanting.
Tee.
panties and a baby tee right
A nice
now.
stained guinea tee.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
She's dressed like Arthur, the fucking Liza Minnelli's father and Arthur.
Yes.
Only not as pretty.
She's wearing one of Bill's wife beaters.
Yes.
Get your own goddamn beer.
Yeah.
She can't.
All right, hold
She's just
on
wearing a
a
baby
second.
tee and panties.
Get up and get it yourself. Tuck that bunt into your fucking undies and...
Phil!
Oh, shut up.
She wants a beer now.
John, why don't you just go out and get it?
She wants a fucking beer right now. Don't fuck with her.
Hey, Ron,
Who? Ron?
She's not wearing any pants.
She's fucking in her underwear and a t-shirt, sucking down natty ice at an alarming rate.
Why you put some fucking sweatpants on, Godzilla? Just walk out there.
It's 8 a.m.
Sitting on the floor with her legs splayed apart like a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You don't wait on me. What the fuck I'm waiting on you for?
I love this. It's an episode
There you
of
go.
Cops.
All right, thank you. What?
He's mad that he's waiting on you, Lady Di.
Well, but I can't get up because there's company over here.
Then put pants on, you fucking zilch.
Fucking pants
You're
on.
a monster.
There's
What
company
fucking
there.
Dress appropriately for fucking...
You're in the room laying there like Gilbert Grape's mom.
She's on her 3rd beer before she puts pants on for the day.
Yeah,
Wow.
before she even puts pants on.
While they have company.
Well, they have company.
Why wouldn't you get dressed properly if you got company over?
Well, first of all, he just knocked on the door when I was on the phone.
Yeah, most people go, wait a minute, and they run and get something on.
I'll put something on. I'll, make myself halfway presentable.
Let me put some pants
What I'm
on.
going to do, I'm going to put my robe on, okay?
Oh, great.
Breaking news.
That's good.
The monster's going to put a robe on.
Deal.
Let a little leg come out the
Sure.
slit.
Well, it's good to see you came over this morning.
What kind of T-shirt are you wearing?
Did you hear her belch?
What a fucking slob.
Oh, God damn it.
Please replay that.
A T-shirt that Marion gave me.
Slob.
Saint Martin, Dutch Caribbean.
One of her cruise T-shirts.
One of her cruise shirts that she no longer
yeah.
fits in.
It's all nice.
You take this one, Di. You take this one.
Nice and tight.
Right.
Yeah, nice and tight.
Oh, that's disgusting. You belching on the phone.
I want to hear that so bad.
So gross.
Although it's perfect for her to get one of Marion's shirts.
Yeah.
Marion's tits probably stretched out right where her belly has to go.
Works out perfectly.
Those saggers.
Be careful, you're going to have to deal with that tough guy.
I know, the man.
Hey, when is the next time Colin Quinn's going to be?
Oh,
Colin Quinn. The love of your life right there. He's probably fantasizing about you and your panties burping and sucking down another natty ice. No.
Oh, okay.
Really? He's not? I thought he was.
Pictures of him with really nice-looking girls. I don't think he's fantasizing about me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Set me straight.
Yeah, I did. You know, I check out Twitter all the time.
We have this clip of you being very enchanting on the show a few minutes ago.
Oh, let's hear that.
Let's hear. Shut up, ladies.
What kind of T-shirt are you wearing?
Well, she's giggling like a touched schoolgirl.
Yes.
Like she's in love schoolgirl.
Like a bunch of schoolgirls.
I'm so sorry about that.
Don't be. It's one of the most entertaining thing you've said.
I just burp like that. All right, I'm putting on my T-shirt right now. My T-shirt, my robe right now. Hold on. Can you hold on?
No.
We're going to go.
We got Louis coming in.
We're going to go.
Yeah, what do you think?
We probably could get a break in before Louis.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
You gotta get, tell us the truth about this crack smoking.
Yeah, you're
I
lying.
told you. I already told you about
You've
that.
told us 3 different answers.
2 years ago. My God, Bill, when was the last time I was with Lisa?
Oh.
Huh? Huh? I should have stayed there. He said I should have stayed with her.
Yeah, he loves having you around.
Man.
Yeah, Bill definitely likes having you around for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh man.
You put your pants on yet? You waste.
Are
No?
you there? Okay.
We're going.
She can't put her pants on because they're on fire. Get it?
I'm putting my robe on.
Liar, liar.
okay?
Pants on fire.
I'm not lying
you're putting
to
your...
you.
Yeah, of course not. That's it.
That was 2 years ago. And that was the
Uh-huh.
last time I even saw that girl anyway.
Right.
All right, can we go now?
No,
I think we're done with you
Oh.
for the day.
Hey, listen, I love you guys, and
Oh,
let me
right.
tell you something right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. I would not mind doing the intern thing again.
I
If
bet.
you ever wanted to go up there.
I bet. So you could buy more drugs and fucking beers and...
No. I didn't say I was going to do it for money.
Oh, yeah?
For nothing. I would have done it for nothing.
Wow.
We got a break.
Yeah, we're going to break.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Lady
Bye.
Di trying to squash the rumors that she doesn't smoke crack.
I think that was successful.
Yeah.
Her squashing the rumors. You squash anything.
By rumors mean buildings.
What a slob, though. Sitting around in her panties and an old T-shirt while they have
Drinking
company
and
over.
burping.
At 8 in the morning. She's 3 beers in already on a Monday.
She's more of a disaster than I ever could have imagined years ago.
Yeah. All right, look, Louis just will be here in a few minutes. So let's take a break. Louis C.K. next.
Yeah.
Very happy to say Louis C.K. is in studio. Season 4 tonight on FX, starting at 10 o'clock. 2 episodes every Monday night for the next 7 weeks, I believe, right?
7 weeks, 14 episodes.
And we just talked about all the episodes because we were lucky enough to see the first 4.
We were privy to the first 4, which is great before it airs, but then after it airs, you're like, no, I can't watch for like 4 fucking
Well, it's only
episodes.
2 weeks.
That's true, yes.
And after that, the first 4 are more like the other seasons. That they're like single stories.
Right.
But the 4th episode with the elevator lady.
Yes.
The elevator lady and then the young woman.
Right.
They stay. That's Ellen Burstyn. And Esther Ballint, who's, I don't know if you ever saw Stranger Than Paradise. Remember that Jim Jarmusch movie?
Oh, man. No, I didn't see that one.
Nobody remembers that.
We're not.
I've never seen any of his movies.
You know who was
We're not that cool, I'm sorry.
Goddamn Charles Grodin.
He's great, right? He's in 4 episodes.
Is he?
So anyway, I knew that
once.
the 4th episode is the beginning of a 6-episode story.
Oh, okay, great. Yes.
And then after that, there's a 2-episode story, and then another 2. So all the rest are connected.
Know what makes Charles Grodin so brilliant? He's just hanging out eating his sandwich.
Yeah.
And as a viewer, I'm like, eat the fucking sandwich and get acting. But he took his time.
Oh, he made a whole thing of it.
He just was taking his time before he was going to acknowledge and talk to Louis about what was going on in that scene. But the brilliance of that, to just make eating a sandwich
it was written that way. I mean, he definitely wouldn't have taken it upon himself.
Just take that long.
Right. And I certainly would have cut it if he just did it. Would have been like, what's he doing?
That's
Look,
funny.
I eat the sandwich.
Oh,
He's a really great guy. He's very funny. And
yeah.
Oh, I
loved having him around. It was actually hard to shoot with him because it was so fun to talk to him.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I had to have the AD kind of, I told him, just don't, because they were all very reverential. And
of course.
Like, just tell me when we have to work again, because he's got a million great stories.
I bet.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
That and another thing, there were so many fucking just hilarious moments in the 4 episodes that I watched.
The poker scene with Jimmy gang.
With all the guys again. Right. And that goddamn joke with the guy at the elevator, the construction worker. Was that hilariously like, no, that's not the joke. I fucking loved it. I know that guy. I've worked with him.
You are that guy.
I am that guy. And there's so many moments like that. Like the whole storyline, obviously, of each episode is very well written and very fun and just so natural. But then there's these moments of just hilarious little parts that are in there. I can't tell you how much. I thought, as far as just seeing 4 episodes at the beginning of the season, I thought it looks like this is one of the best seasons.
I think it's my favorite one, maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. They're all different things I like about each season.
Hard for you to tell.
Yeah. I know. I can't think back that well. But this one feels like, I mean, we spent much more time on it. We took a lot. We shot like 60 days. Usually we shoot 40.
Wow.
Oh, really? It was literally like whatever that percentage is more.
Whatever it is, that much more.
A third more.
A third more. Nice work.
You were missed. Taking the year off, it seems like it was a good thing for you, huh?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because I just took longer to execute the season. I took longer to write it and longer to shoot it. And then editing it was nothing because we were so well shot. So then it was just assembling it. Usually editing takes a long time when you didn't shoot well. So
it's like, you're
trying to fix it all.
You got to
fix it in the mix.
Yeah.
You got to explain the subway thing again.
The what?
The subway. I was obsessed with the fact that
the subway rules.
No, just you filming on a subway train.
Oh.
How do you get access to one?
Oh, well,
how does that work again? Because, I mean, as you see it, you're like, oh, my God, I think you got the platform shut down for an afternoon. Of course, that didn't happen.
No, it's hard to shoot in New York City subways. It's a lot of rigmarole and...
language, yes.
Sorry about that. You gotta... you know, they obviously you need to get a permit, and they need to. The way it works is that there's one train that they let you use.
Right.
It's the shuttle train. That all that train does is go from Grand Central to Times Square.
Oh, okay.
The S train.
Right.
The S train has no other route. It just goes between two stops.
Right.
Oh, shit.
So that's the train they give you, and they give you those two platforms that you can use, and you can't shoot until, like, you can't start shooting until about 10 o'clock at night. So they shut down the S train.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a way busier one than I would have thought. That's a pretty busy line.
But at that time of night, nobody's much on it.
Who's going over there?
And they only shut down one. They don't shut down the whole S train service. It basically gets cut like in half. They let us use one.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, like, we actually asked to use. This was more ambitious than we've ever done on the subway. That we asked to we used 103rd Street at Lexington.
Right.
But that was not using the train. But you have to go. Like, we were like, all we're going to do is run around the platform, and they said you can't touch a train. On those other ones, you can't go near a train. I'm like, totally. And then you get permission based on that, and then once you have that permission, you go, we just want an actor to get off the train. We won't put a camera on the train. We just want an actor to get off the train.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they go, but not on the train. You can't show an actor getting on the train. Go, totally. And then on the day and the moment, you go, look, the trains. I'm just getting on as a human. Like, I actually was saying to them,
I'm going.
I have a Metro card. I'm getting on the train.
Right.
You can't stop me from getting on the train. So you try not to burn too many bridges with them each time.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the ass.
That's why I wanted to ask you about, because it seems exhausting, and you write this really, really good storyline, and now you have to work around the city's rules.
It's very hard. New York City is a really hard place to shoot in some aspects.
Yeah.
It's also great, though, because they're used to it everywhere, and I love it. It's fun. You got to get in shape for it, though. That was hard.
Up and down those stairs.
Yeah, and all of this stuff. Just running those kind of shoots is really exhausting. And that one, because we have to start shooting at 8 p.m., so we wrapped around 6 in the morning.
Wow. Well, are there regular people just getting on and off the train that you're just kind of filming yourself?
They're all extras. So we feel that's also, it's very expensive, and when you have that many extras and you're trying to create a random moment,
right?
In order to shoot it right, they has to be the same every time. So they actually have to tell every fucking person
where they randomly should move.
Yes, and then everyone has to reset, and then you'd have the moment happen again. I'm amazed. I have my AD. Assistant director is this guy Adam Escott. I'm amazed how he's able to do it.
You use you do the extras thing well. Like, there's so many movies where they have the construction work. Of course, they dress him in.
It looks like that guy would be.
But
here.
we had to ask you if that was extras, because they really just blend in well to the scenes.
Yeah, it's important to feel like it's a real place, I think, and then also to try to get actors to feel like extras a lot of the times, especially people who are supposed to just be some guy, and then they pop out and do something.
Oh, because I've heard that extras sometimes want to make themselves stand out, so they do something.
Well, no,
stupid.
it's actors. I wish actors were more like extras. Some extras are geniuses at seeming totally real.
Right.
Like in the subway thing, I'm not going to give away the story, but at the end of this terrible thing that happens where I'm yelling at my kids and stuff, there's one guy. I kept the shot longer than I should have as far as the timing, but this one guy on the platform did an amazing job of, like, looking at me and kind of shaking his head, and it was for him a very private moment. Just going, man, that's fucked up. Like, you could see, and it was so real. Like, I was just an extra. He probably got paid, $80 for 12 hours of work.
Wow.
But some actors, when you're going to talk to somebody like a construction worker or whatever, if the actor looks too acty.
Right, exactly.
It's like if you're watching a movie and the main character goes to buy a newspaper and, Al Pacino runs that newspaper kiosk. I wonder if that's going to figure in. I wonder if I wonder if that's the part.
I remember we did some scene in a bar, and it was so funny. Some extra just kept trying to move himself to get in the scene, and Louis got annoyed. He goes, that guy's really annoying me. He goes, no, just stand over there, and he put him like 8 feet out of the camera.
Off camera.
That was it for him.
But still make him go stand there and do something.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah. I remember that guy.
Yeah, he really bugged you.
There was a guy who was just supposed to stand from the waist down. You're supposed to see him because he's behind somebody who's sitting. And he's supposed to stand there holding a tray, like a waiter tray. But he held it like the way he just stood holding the tray was so like he was trying to throw it like a discus. It was so awkward. Yeah. And I like fired him and told him to go home.
You got a great eye for that stuff. You could pick that shit out in other TV shows and movies. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be just dumb background stuff or whatever. The Seinfeld episode too. People are going to be talking about that. Was
that went really great.
It's hard to talk about these episodes because no one has seen them
been
yet.
on TV yet.
Yeah, tonight you don't want to wreck it.
I could ask you this: Where did you get the Hamptons house?
We just
that wasn't in the Hamptons, was it?
Yeah, sure it was.
It was, okay.
All that was right on the Hamptons.
And you could just rent a Hamptons house like that?
Well, we have a locations department, and they're very good.
Yeah.
Jeff Caron, the location guy. They go to places, they go to the area where we want to shoot, and they drop leaflets in people's, I mean, there's some places that get rented out a lot.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of movies where I'm like, I've shot in that place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a bunch of places that always get.
Yeah, they always get used.
They can't wait to have you.
Yeah, but there's other places that, you go approach somebody. These guys there's an art to that. Like going to knock on somebody's door. Would you mind if we
amazing
break at least 3 things in your house?
How accurate was that as far as Jerry goes?
Jerry?
Did Jerry have to act for that at all?
Jerry, it's funny. No, he's such a sweet guy. Yeah. He's one of the nicest guys ever. He never talks to me that way. No, he's a very nice guy. Well, when I opened for Jerry back when I was like 18, he was a little rough with me, but he probably should have been. If I had an 18-year-old comic open for me, I would be reflexively mean to them, I think.
Right, really?
Just, what the fuck do you think you're doing, But, no, Jerry's a very sweet guy. And I think it was very generous of him to be, he was pretty cold in the thing.
It was so funny to watch, man.
Yeah. And just throws me under the bus for the audience. And
completely.
Yeah. Thank you.
I like how he gets upset at you because you should have known, like when you show up. And
well, I'm not sure that came across. The thing was that
it's hilarious. Louis, he's like, Louis, the Hamptons.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking benefit.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you should have known.
And I look like shit. And also a thing I don't know if it was lost in the audience is that it was supposed to be a 5 o'clock show.
Right.
The show starts at 5 and I showed up at 5.
Right, yeah. Because under your breath, it's 5.
It's 5 o'clock. I've got to admit, I stole that a little bit from Goodfellas.
Oh, really?
You remember when he's like, it's my mother's name.
Yeah.
When he keeps saying it. Remember the guy who has the car?
Oh, it's my mother's name.
When I say don't buy anything, don't get it. It's my mother's name. Don't buy it. Then it cools down and they stop talking. And he's just like, it's my mother's name. What's that? And he's so I did. I was being that guy, and
What's
I said,
the matter with you?
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
It's 5.
Amazing. I think people are going to love the episode. So,
do you get suggestions on set from people? Like, hey, how about if I do that? Or maybe we could do that.
Like Colin rewriting fucking Crocodile Dundee 2?
Because you seem like you would handle that really rather well.
Yeah, you just kind of go, oh, yeah, no. 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 Yeah, let's go ahead and do what's written.
What I planned.
Yeah.
I got a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do, to not want to be a people pleaser in those moments, just to kind of do what you got to do.
It's not hard.
No?
No, I don't have a hard time shutting somebody down. I really don't. Like, we came here to do something.
Did that come with a couple of seasons, or were you instantly?
Well, I haven't had a lot of people trying to change shit. But if somebody's got that kind of gumption or, that in them, that spirit, that spunk.
Spirit, you want to crush
it takes once or twice. You just go, no, don't do anything different.
But like the guy with the...
And then they lose the... You got to have a lot of fucking nerve to go like, well, I'm going to keep trying.
Right.
Or the guy with the tray, just the ability to tell that guy, you're doing that wrong. I'm such a people-pleasing fruit. Just the fact that you could do that.
That does come with years of experience. Because at first you do, as a director, you want to be like, I want everybody to be happy here. I want everybody to say I was the nicest director they ever worked with. And you do that a couple times, and you get fucked. And then you watch the show; it's not what you wanted, and then other people criticize it, and none of them name the guy with the tray.
Could have been taken care of.
Yeah,
right there at the moment.
So after a while, you go like, I don't give a fuck how much anybody likes me.
That's not the important.
We're getting this right. Yeah. And also, there's a kind of instinctive reflex with crews that they want to say this is the greatest show ever, but it's a way to keep you happy so that you don't push for much.
Right.
So I've always assumed that we're under the gun, that we're not going to have a good, that we're going to not do well if we don't try hard.
Yeah.
But they also, a good crew, they wanted to do a good show. Everybody wants to do good work.
Sure.
So I could get a little tough on the set as far as trying to get it right. And I think everybody likes it, though. And also, I don't keep people late. I don't do that. I don't stay till fucking 2 in the morning.
But they also know you're a nice guy in the end, too.
I don't know if they know that.
Louis C.K. difficult to work with?
I don't think
that'll be the headline now. TMZ.
Right.
Louis admitted he's very difficult to work for.
Well, we get to that point where we got to tear Louis back down to earth, right? That's what we do with our celebrities.
Enough of that.
Well, now you're in.
Oh, wow. That's pretty fucking...
Did you ever think you'd see yourself on the cover of GQ magazine?
No, I really didn't want to be on the cover of GQ magazine.
No, huh?
That's not me at all.
It's a great shot, though. It really is.
Yeah, you look rather handsome and uncomfortable. It's kind of the odds.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah. Well, I hate doing a photo shoot like that. I really hate it. And I've gotten away with covers where I'm in a black T-shirt doing nothing.
Right.
I've gotten away with that, and now nobody will do that now.
Right. They need you to do something
GQ
else.
said, we'll put him on the cover, but he has to put on something interesting. He has to do a cover, like a real photo shoot.
Right.
And I did it because that's a high-profile cover, and it means I don't have to do a bunch of little shitty fucking, picture of me and Aziz Ansari looking off balance.
Right.
next to a pool or something.
Yeah. No, that one's like front and center everywhere.
Yeah.
You walk into a store, you will see that right there.
That was one day with a reporter, one day at the studio, and it covers a lot of ground.
Right.
So it means I don't like doing any of this stuff, so it means I don't have to do a lot of other stuff.
But it's perfect, and I mean this as a compliment. You didn't sell out to be on the cover of GQ. That's you.
It is me.
Being awkward in a really nice tailored suit.
They asked me to wear a spray tan. They had a spray can of tan.
Oh, really?
I bring my own makeup person to photo shoots for the opposite reason that most people do. So I don't have to put any makeup on.
Right.
Most people do it to make sure how great they look.
Right.
But mine is to ward away, like he's not going to do this.
He's got a guy, and then...
and who does nothing.
They don't do anything.
She doesn't do anything. So we hang out.
Does she at least carry around some cases
She's
of
got all the shit laid out, but she does nothing. That's totally true.
Just touches you with that triangle piece of foam with nothing on it.
That's right.
Anti-shine, maybe.
It looks like she's doing stuff.
There's nothing on it.
And so the photographer said we have this spray tan. She said 99% of the guys wear the spray tan, and I said I am the 1%. I shouldn't even be on the cover. And it took a while to say no to it.
Right.
But I just keep saying no with a smile. No, I will not do it.
Wow.
What was their reasoning for wanting you in a spray tan when you're...
Because it evens out your face, and it would have given me some... but if you had seen me with a spray tan, you would have been like, oh, fuck you! Oh, fuck you!
Oh, man.
So it took some doing to look... And she said to me, they're going to do it anyway, but in post, it's going to look worse. I was like, all right, let them do it.
They didn't do much.
I'd rather look touched up. I'm happy if the story is they had to do so much Photoshop to that guy. That's fine. But to be like, is he trying to look like he has like a brown tan?
Bronze.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
and then,
Christ.
we're just catching up here at SNL for the second time. Wow.
That was fun.
Yeah. And the monologue was amazing.
The monologue was fantastic.
We played the whole thing here. We loved it.
You.
We loved the monologue.
That was to
pretty
me the
brave,
whole...
too.
When they asked me to do it, I thought the monologue is the whole thing for me.
Right.
And so I worked really hard on it. That's probably the hardest I've worked on a set. Like how many times I ran it in clubs.
Yeah.
And I tried to run it in places that were bad. Because when I go sometimes to the cellar, I get a lot of goodwill.
Right.
That doesn't help me get the thing right. And also from the first time I did the monologue, the first thing that I was surprised by when I did SNL the first time is when I looked at the audience, I'm like, these are not cool comedy people.
Right.
They're tourists. They're from the middle of America, which is who I play to when I'm on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not a New York vibe.
No.
So I thought I got to get this set to be foolproof. My feeling was I might, with this, I didn't want to do a set that pandered to that crowd. But I wanted to have it ready so that if nobody laughed, I'd still look okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I wanted to be good enough at that set that if I got silence, I could still... Because when you're watching somebody bomb on TV, you can only tell by their face if they're bombing. You know what I mean? The laughs are not that big a quotient in the sound mix, so... If the guy looks like he's doing all right, you could buy that he's doing okay. So I went to bad places, like, basement of bars in the Lower East Side. There's like some stand-up gigs in these places now.
Wow,
and I was looking on websites for shitty little stand-up venues. Shit. And I did, there was one where there's water just dripping in front of me on stage. This place down in Orchard Street or something. I don't know. Anyway.
Wow, man.
So when I was there, I was like, I don't. If they don't like it, it's not going to go. Right, anyway. Right. But the fucking crowd was good.
You know how many people were happy you came into their place, and now they're hearing that you picked it because it was a shitty little place?
Yeah, they're thinking they're happening finally because Louis C.K. walked in.
No, and Lauren really helped me with the monologue, actually, because in Dress, I did 12 minutes. And I came off of there feeling like that's the greatest set I ever did. This was dress rehearsal. I was headed for a disastrous, because it's very bad to have a good dress rehearsal for something and then do the real show. Anyway, I was so excited, and my manager said, "Don't let him cut anything. It's perfect the way it is." So I went up to the big meeting they have between dress rehearsal and the show. Right. And Lauren said, "So you did 12 minutes in the monologue. How much do you want to do on air?" Oh. And I said, "I want to do 12. And he goes, You're not doing 12.
Wow.
He said, "You could do 7. And I said, "What if I just keep going? What if I go over?" And he goes, "Well, then we'll know that you have no discipline or ability to edit yourself." And he said, "This is in front of everybody."
Holy
And I was like, "All right."
No discipline.
Yeah. And he goes, there are cuts in that monologue. It was good, but there were stops and starts. There were places you could cut, and I was like, "Fuck you!" I was really mad. And then later, the timing lady said, "We're 1 minute under for the show." They figure out the timing, and I said, "Well, then I'll do 9 minutes." And Lauren said, "Hey, calm down." That's the first time he ever talked to me like that. Like, calm down. So I said, "I want to see the monologue. I want to see it from Dress. Show it to me." And he goes, "Go ahead, give him a, It was a little tiny bit tense because I was being really defensive.
No shit.
And so I watched the monologue from the Dress, and I was like, "Holy fuck, there is a lot of cuts in this. This is not that good." Like, I was embarrassed. He saved me from going out there.
Wow, man.
Because there's a bunch of bits that did okay, but I blew them up in my head. It's the worst case scenario, is you do a rehearsal, and you're like, "I'm the greatest ever."
It's all gold.
And then on air, I would have fucking stunk for too long. Wow. So I sat with Michael Shea, who's a comic who writes for the show.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Very funny guy, and he sat with me to have another critical eye. It's very weird and embarrassing to ask another comedian, "Do you think this is funny?" So I knew that was a good test of it. No shit. It brought me back down to the earth that I was on when I was doing the sets, which is, let's expect this not to go well. And then I left that earth with the dress rehearsal. I'm the best there ever fucking was, and I can do 12 minutes. And then with Michael Shea, I'm like, "Please tell me if this is funny. I don't know if this is funny."
I don't even think I have 5.
Yeah, exactly. I started to think, I don't think I can have. I might have 4.
Can you do that joke twice? Hey, at least Mike had the balls to tell you. That's hard to tell. The biggest comic in the country, look, that one you should cut. I mean, that's good for him.
Really, really helpful.
What time was all this going on? How close to the actual show?
This is, the dress rehearsal. Fuck, I think it starts at like 9 or something. I mean, you don't have a lot of time.
How nerve-wracking.
A couple hours tops.
Yeah, there's a thing, there's a woman coming on, 3 minutes to air, and this is fucking live air, and I'm watching the other one. I'm trying to cut in my head.
You still watch it 3 minutes before air?
Yeah, and I was watching it and kind of cutting in my head.
Are you just shitting yourself at this point? I mean,
yeah,
honestly.
but I've been in that position.
Right.
So then when I hit the door, the back of the door that you come out for the monologue, I was like, I think I'm ready. I know what I'm not doing, and we'll just see how it goes. So that uncertain, nervous energy, you fucking need that to do that kind of thing well.
Right.
If you come out like, hey, I got this. You're fucked. So I invested like 3 weeks of preparation to feel that way, and I lost it. And when I could have,
Did it help? Did it help you to kind of have that shit to go over right before? Because then you're not focusing, like, you're not just sitting in front of the mirror going, "Okay, 10 minutes."
True.
Okay,
yes,
9 minutes.
That's true too. The more you focus on the actual work and the content, that's the only thing that's going to save you. It's thinking about the spectacle. And I said it, Sam Smith, the musical guest, he had nenever been on anything. They found him at South by Southwest, and I asked him before the show, "How you doing?" And he said, "I'm shitting myself." Irish, English guy. "I'm shitting myself." And I said to him what I was thinking, which is just think about the song. Just think about why you wrote that song or what are you singing about. Don't think about I'm on TV. Anytime you're thinking about I'm on TV and what could this mean for me and am I this good? And worthless. Worthless.
Yeah.
All you should be thinking of is this is what this joke is about and this is what this joke is about.
Because no matter how good you are, you're always going to read Twitter and realize, oh, I'm a cunt and I suck.
Yeah, exactly. None of that's going to pay off for you. None of that's going to help you.
He killed it, too. You couldn't tell it. It's Sam.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's nice.
That's fascinating, that behind-the-scenes stuff. Wow, you're cutting and editing right up to showtime.
Yeah, it just seems like there's less time to panic if you're working.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking.
So
that's right.
How many minutes was it in the end? 8?
8 minutes.
It was 8.
Yeah.
It was. I know it was about. I don't remember. It was about God, and it was about. Dying. I forget what it was about, but it was. I remember I watched it and we played. It was amazing.
We loved it.
Like, what a ballsy fucking live TV monologue.
Well, you know what I was impressed by was they don't vet your dialogue at all, your monologue. They said nothing to me about it. Like, I thought, am I going to have to defend these jokes?
Right.
And I actually, the thing about somebody's got to check under the porch of God's porch to see if there's a dead lady under it, I thought about doing that only at air, because I thought if I do it at dress, they might say something, but then I just felt it's not fair. They were so nice to me. So I did it. Nobody from Standards or anything came up to me.
Oh, good for you.
Not a word.
So a dress rehearsal, it's just the exact same show.
Yes.
And is that the case if there's a meltdown or a disaster, they can just air it?
No, that's like almost twice the show.
Oh, okay.
The show at dress rehearsal is so they can choose the sketches and stuff. They do like, if there's like 8 sketches on the show, they do like, I don't know, 15, 16 at dress.
Wow.
I probably have the numbers wrong, but they do. It's
Then
so
they
they
can pick
can
and choose what like really worked and.
How guys like
the order.
Daryl haven't survived for that many years in that high pressure. That's a high pressure performing situation.
I love it. It's my favorite thing. I love it. Especially after this last time. It's so fucking fun. You feel so alive for that whole week. The amount of pressure on you every day and the amount of stuff that goes on. And it's such your heart's beating all week long.
And they still have those crazy schedules, or have they calmed down, where everyone stays up for...
Well, the writers are up all night, pretty much every night.
And they're punchy. There's something about being punchy, though.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good. It's good for you, I think. And I mean, these are young sketch writing is a young woman's thing. So there are some veterans there. There's a few veterans.
You get to leave after the week, and then they just another.
They say
week
Monday morning they're there with fucking.
They got to start over, and
How crazy
it's week
is that?
after week. That's
right.
crazy.
I wonder what it's like to have a douchey guest host. Like, I'm sure some of the guys that guest hosts aren't nice or comedians who understand humor that well, and that's got to be really frustrating or difficult.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have no problem telling the new host who the assholes were.
Yeah, you get to find out. Well, like, on the table read day, there was this wonderful spread of food.
Yeah.
And they said, and it had a little sign on it from Lena Dunham. And she had just hosted. So she bought everybody dinner for the table read. Like, she sent dinner from a nice restaurant. And they said to me, Lena Dunham did this. And I said, I ain't going to do it. I'm not sending you dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you. And so I stopped that tradition. That probably could have been a tradition.
Right.
That would have gone on for years. Then I did it. And then the next person said, I'm going to stop it here and save the next Seth Rogen from having to do it.
Right. Yeah, Lena Dunham sent us dinner, and Louis left a bag of chips, and that was it.
Yeah, for someone to clean up.
Oh, that's funny.
And then on the other side of the spectrum, you get to hear stories about, Justin Bieber's a fucking giant asshole. So,
Please don't shatter it. We're all dreamy doll.
Yeah, we're all surprised by that.
Yeah.
Why was he an asshole?
He's a mean dick.
Really?
Whatever. I'm betraying somebody's trust, but fuck that kid. Fuck
that kid.
Yeah.
There's also the Common Core little controversy.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus,
look out!
I know.
Look out!
But good for Louis, man, because now people are paying attention.
People really are amazing at their defense of something that, first of all, is so new and has proven imperfections in it.
Everything
but
does.
They just
it's education.
Right. But they really just want to dig in, and this is the new great thing.
Right.
And as a parent, you are seeing something not so good about it.
Yeah, and when people get that way, often when you look at their... Like, I don't mix it up online, and I don't go on Twitter and mix it up with folks.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at people like yourself.
Oh, I will fucking... I am the worst.
Who will take someone who has 4 followers
yes.
and just make them a star.
To me, it's a means to an end.
Right.
I need to get my word out there, but I need someone to ask me why that should be.
But you do it every day here.
Well, I know.
You get your word out.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I have a microphone. I have the world's ear.
Yeah. By the way, how old is your daughter? That was her homework?
9 years old. I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Louis Print showed one of the pictures of the question,
I loved it,
and I looked at it, and I actually got the answer, and I was proud of myself. I'm just realizing she was a kid.
3rd grade.
Yeah, and I felt good about it.
A lot of people write, "What's the big deal?" Number's 3. Answer's 3. Right. Answer's 3. Give me another
35.
one. Yeah, you're wrong.
Give me another one.
Yeah, they don't get the point.
Yeah.
No, it's been a hassle what made me do anything about it was that, at school they've tried to organize some, rallies and stuff to get, it's a real problem for our school. Mm-hmm. So the principal, wrote letters to the parents saying, please help us to, get the word out about this.
Right.
Because what happened was there was a principal at a Brooklyn school. I forget her name or the school, but she said these tests, the English tests, not the math ones, the ELA test, she said it's unbelievably over the top. The answers are unanswerable. The questions are unanswerable. And then so the people, the standardized testing people and the DOE, the Department of Education, said, well, she's the only one. She's the only one who thinks that. She's an anomaly. So all the other principals said, no, we all feel this way. So there was actually a need to get the word out that it's to have some unanimity and say it's not one person.
Right.
So, and my daughter, my 12-year-old, wrote a letter just on her own. I asked her, she was writing something. I said, what are you writing? She said, I'm writing a letter to the Department of Education about the testing because she hates it. Because she wants to learn shit. She's a devoted student. So I thought, well, geez, my daughter's fucking doing something, so I should do something I'm capable of doing, which is just write this one little tweet. I just was going to write one.
That's all.
But then you put something that inflammatory out there,
right? And
then people they come after you. So because it was something that meant something, I had to try to clarify it through more tweets, and to put these pages out there, and then defend that, and it kind of got crazy.
Yes, it does snowball.
Yeah.
You said something like the thing you hate about Twitter is you say something and then someone responds and then a bunch of people attack them. The thing you hate about Twitter is exactly what I love about it.
I know. Yeah, some guy wrote, you shouldn't be commenting about this because you're not an expert. So, which is a very touchy issue with this whole thing.
Right.
Which is that people that are experts think they should make policy, and everyone should not only accept the policy, but don't even
question it. Right.
Don't even say, isn't everything helped by dialogue? Isn't absolutely everything helped by information? Like, we all must be the thing of which we do not speak. This idea that there's a cloak over it. Don't quiet.
Right.
Common Core is it's trying to work. Don't say anything about it.
And you being a parent makes you...
Well, I'm the end user.
You're the end user, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in a very important way, it's fucking children's education. Yeah. And I don't have some power to say this has to go, and I didn't even say this has to go. I said, we're struggling. Mm-hmm. We're struggling. So often very young people that don't look like they have kids, that have, around usually 1,200 Twitter followers.
Yeah.
Because they have a blog somewhere. They go, you shouldn't. The guy goes, you should not be talking.
Oh.
And all I wrote back was, I have 2 children in a public school in a state where testing is an issue. So I don't need your permission to comment. It wasn't even really hitting back.
It's affecting you
But
directly.
then there's just this rain of shit. Just people going, you're fucking asshole, cocksucker,
faggot,
you suck a bag of dicks, fuck you. And it's embarrassing and it's tough to take.
Yeah.
And your daughter's just frustrated because she really wants to learn and the testing just gets in the way constantly,
You spend 6 months preparing for the thing, and then the test is 3 days. 3 days of testing.
Right.
Like she's trying to get it to pass the bar exam.
Amazing.
And none of it is teaching her anything.
You're
Nothing's
not
going in.
anything.
Right, of course.
What is it, like memorization of... You're not really learning anything.
Well, I mean, it's a tricky thing. Because they changed this... I don't know. I've learned a lot about it enough to know that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's very tricky. It's a very tricky issue.
Yeah.
But I do think it's way out of whack right now, and it depends on where you are.
Right.
in some states they roll out Common Core. In other words, they use the tests that use Common Core language, and the importance of the tests, like they start young so that a new generation of students is being taught this, and then it moves with them and every year behind them. But here in New York, they just adopted Common Core for everybody all at once. So all of a sudden, kids that are being taught the old way have to pass a test with the new criteria the next year. And everybody flunked, like New York State did very badly because they, were going to.
Right.
And there's people that think more nefarious things are going on. That Bill Gates and the people at Pearson who published the tests wanted Common Core to fail so that they could step in.
It's obviously a conspiracy.
Yeah, that's the way some people think of it. I don't think of it that way. I think I start with the premise that everybody's trying to do their best effort, but that's not always a good thing either.
Yeah.
Bill Gates brought education to many countries in Africa and wherever else.
Sure, yeah.
Places that didn't have any schools, and he just built schools. Gave them computers and windows and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Scumbag.
Yeah, exactly. He's devoted most of his life to philanthropy. And so he's gone to countries and given education to whole countries that didn't have any schools. That's
you're like the first person to give $1 billion to charities.
Yeah,
like
him and Warren Buffett are
dollars.
both. They have the whole thing about, and it's great.
Yeah.
But then I think and this is total unsupported conjecture. It's what I've heard people say, is that he wanted to do it here, but there's already the schools. There are schools here. Like it's not a rubble here.
Right.
So he's frustrated. Because in order to affect change in America, you have to go slow, get your hands dirty. You have to really talk to people that feel like they are entitled to a certain level. And so the idea was change standardized testing like all at once to say, here's what you have to know. Everybody fails, and then you can say the schools aren't working. So
right.
I'll come in and save the day.
I got a good idea.
But I don't believe that's true. But I believe there's elements of that in there. I mean, from working in movies, the first step of when a movie gets handed in by a director, the first thing they want to say is it's bad, so that they can now help fix it. But you have to say something's bad,
right,
in order to fix it. So you make a test. You go, how do you evaluate it? I'm going to make a test where everybody has to guess what color I'm thinking of, and if they can't do it, they all flunk. And then that's like the worst version of it that I don't believe in.
Right.
But that's how crazy an issue it is. Some people think that's what's going on, and that then Pearson is making a bunch of money by writing tests. But somebody's always made money writing tests.
How's the homework? Because my kids are a few years behind yours. I'm panicking. How much homework am I going to have to deal with?
Well, homework is a good thing. I mean, I hope my kids are challenged by school. I hope homework's hard. But I hope everything they do is harder than what they're capable of.
Right.
That's how you get good at shit.
Right.
The idea that homework and tests is supposed to be a way for a kid to feel like they're really smart, then they're going to stay at a fucking stupid, self-congratulatory third-grade level until they're fucking...
I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's not. It should be really hard. It should be too hard, and it should be hard as a parent to sit with your kid and get them.
But remember, when we were growing up, you were at school all day, you came home, maybe you got an hour to run around, and then you had 3 hours of homework every night.
Sit there.
That just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, why not? Why doesn't it?
Because they should be learning a lot at school, no? Why do they have to now continue to work on shit after school?
Because
I understand a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but
the idea isn't that the teacher's job is to just plug information into the kid's head, and then the kid has to learn how to find the information for themselves. Homework is more important.
I'm being selfish because I got my siblings all have. My siblings all have older kids, and they call me and they're like, "We're doing their fucking homework every night."
Yeah,
we're now part-time teachers because we have to work them through all this shit.
Well, the thing you should be doing, you shouldn't help them figure it out, but you keep the thing you can do for your kid if you're nice is keep them company while they're having to do it. It's hard to sit there by yourself, and after a while, the kid is literally laying on her back looking at the ceiling and moaning. Right. She can't fucking do it. And when it gets that, and I'm trying to make dinner and she's doing that, and when it gets that bad, I go and sit next to her and just keep going, come on, come on, and
You
maybe
got
read
this.
it out loud with her.
Motivation.
And that's how this started, because I'm reading this thing. I'm like, look, honey, you just have to look at don't think of the whole big thing here. Do one problem. Okay, what does this problem say? And I read it, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? That makes no sense. That makes no... And I'm like, are they teaching you this? She goes, no, they just put it on test prep. They crunch test prep so you can sort of learn how to answer these questions. Jesus. And they're poorly written questions. They're not intuitive. They're not empathetic.
Right.
In order to teach a third grader, you need to understand how a third grader thinks. You can't just be some academic somewhere who says, this is a very appropriate pattern of thinking for a young mind. You have to go, I know a third grader named Evan, and he probably would never fucking get this. So if you're trying to bring a kid to a new idea, give him a path. Don't just stick the new idea in some other language.
Yeah.
And go, if you don't get this, then fuck you and fuck your stupid teacher.
Got it. Definitely got it.
Oh, it's like I always say, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man a fish, he eats forever. Back to you, Lou.
Yeah.
Hey, did you eat pizza with Diane Sawyer?
Yeah.
How was that?
Slice.
At Ben's, right?
Yeah,
down there in the
Ben's.
village.
That's where I get my pizza.
Right, and the opening.
I liked her. She's a nice. I mean, I grew up. It was Diane Sawyer. She's one of the relics of my youth.
Yes.
How'd she look up?
I'm sure she would.
Yeah, she probably would appreciate your phraseology.
It's so nice to meet you. You're a relic of my youth.
You're a cunt I remember from way back.
How'd she look up close? I used to have a little thing for Diane Sawyer. She's always a little sexy.
She's an attractive woman.
She is, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And she's very nice. I'm sorry, that's boring.
That's
not at all.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of all the stuff you've.
Yeah, she was cool.
Was she like a fan of yours?
I mean, she was. I don't know. At her point in her career, like they just sort of tell her there's this guy, and then she watches 3 things, and she's like, I got it. I don't think.
Oh, there you are. There's a little taste of the interview right there.
Yeah.
What did she ask you about?
I don't know. She asked me about doing the show and being a dad and stuff like that. I don't know. That shit's embarrassing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are the kids talking about yourself all fucking? It's so.
How are the kids handling the upswing and the fame?
It's okay. I mean, their experience of it is they're proud of me when things happen,
Right.
But it's just, hey kids, I wanted a Grammy, and it was literally like I got an email saying congrats. I was making dinner.
Right.
Hey guys, I won a Grammy, and then from the other room, that's great, Daddy. That's it.
But are they getting not harassed, but more questions at school and stuff from their?
I don't think that much. No,
Okay.
I mean, I think mostly they just live in their lives. When people know you every day in practical life, you're not interesting to them. You're just another person, which is my favorite way to exist.
Yeah,
I don't like being set apart.
Right.
It makes me really uncomfortable. Like if I'm at a gate to get on a plane, I just want to be like a bunch of people at a gate eating a Carmelo thing and reading the Times.
Right. But
when somebody goes, "Oh my God, oh shit, can I get a picture with you?" And then everybody in the gate turns and looks at me.
Yeah.
And some people who hadn't noticed me go, "Oh yeah," and other people like, "Why? Who is he?
Who is he?"
And then that person walks, and I go, "No, I'm not going to take your picture. So picture with you." So then they also go, "God, he seems like kind of an asshole." And then I'm like.
Now everyone thinks you're an asshole.
I just want to be some dude at the gate.
Some anonymous guy.
Did anyone give you shit for that or no?
Fault. What?
Has anyone been like confrontational or nasty about that, or are they all okay?
Mostly not. I mean, I get when people ask me for pictures and I say no, they always look a little surprised. And then 90% of the people adjust and go, "I'm all right." But there are people that they walk away and they look really bummed.
Yeah.
And I feel nothing. I feel no.
What percentage of people that ask you do you actually take a picture with?
Zero.
Zero, right?
Zero.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Because also then other people ask too. I don't like doing it. I don't like to live in that moment. Why should I do something I don't like doing?
That fake smile.
No reason.
Fake camaraderie. Look.
Yeah, they come on and then a joke about, "Yeah, come on, you don't know how to use the camera. That new technology." I know, no, it's all right. Yeah, go ahead.
It's
right.
blurry. Can we take one more?
Yeah.
No.
No, you can't. No. Can't take one.
0%. I like that.
It's down to 0 now.
Was it because they were bothering you with your kids, like you're out with your children and people?
If I'm with my kids, I'm rude about it.
Yeah.
If I'm with my kids and somebody says, "Can I get a picture with you?" I just go, "No, no,
no."
If I'm just on the street by myself,
no. Look what I have.
Yeah, I've actually been with my kids where, like, if they're getting ahead of me a little, like as we're walking, I catch up to them for that protection.
They're protecting.
Yeah, no, it's totally.
Someone will be like, "Oh, look, it's Louis. Let's get a picture." Oh, it's Louis and his kids.
Yeah.
Let's lay off.
Yeah.
We think the opposite. We leave here and we kind of just mingle around the building, just hoping.
Hey, where's
just hoping.
someone with a
And they're like, well,
camera?
Well, I guess. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
All
I say words like radio really loud.
On the radio with you guys. What do you think, Opie? What do you think, Anthony?
Yes.
We're looking around, mingling.
Hey, good show today.
Thanks, Ed. Fucking
and then people are like, well, if they're saying that, it couldn't be those guys.
Oh, that'd be nice to get to the Louis C.K. point. Not now.
No, damn you.
What point did it get annoying? Like, I haven't gotten annoyed by it, but I don't have children, and I don't, I haven't really been asked at awkward times. But at what point did you go, like, fuck, I hate this?
Well, the struggle is that I don't have I have no problem with the person that asks. I don't think they're doing it. I think they're being nice. They're actually being very nice.
Sure, a little support.
But they don't know what it would feel like. If it was once a day, it would be okay. But I get asked a few times a day. So, and if I did it, I would get asked more, because every time you take a picture with somebody, people start coming towards you.
Yes.
That's just where I'm at right now. I don't think this is going to last. This is going to die down. When we did Lucky Louie, there was like 1 month when it went on the air that it was crazy how much people came up to me everywhere I went, and then it went away, like 100% away. So I know what it feels like to have this and then have it go away to the point of like, wow.
Oh boy,
that was.
I wish someone asked me for a
picture. I wish you didn't take pictures. I got a picture of me, you, Rick, and Pam Adlon on the last day of shooting. What a fucking fat pig I looked like.
Oh,
red eyes too. No,
You've never been a fat person.
I'm telling you, it was an awful
mental problem.
No, it was an awful. Awful photo.
Do you that year you took off between the seasons? Does that help you with just having life experiences to write into the show?
Yeah, I just hung out with my kids and breathed and lived life. And there was plenty to do.
You did a couple movies too there, Lou.
Did a couple movies. Those were like
a couple little movies.
5 to 8 days of shooting.
Oh, that was it.
Very short shoots.
But I'm just thinking, like, in between in between seasons, you'd be like, oh, I got to write something. What happened, or this would make a good story. Is it like, good, I have all this stuff that I lived, and that kind of helps, or is it just
a little bit? But mostly, it's having a more normal, humbling, regular life. It's not like events that take place. It's just feeling what life feels like.
Yeah,
and when life feels like making TV shows all the time. I mean, one of the last stories I did last season was about being on a TV show.
Right.
And that's when you start going, all right, we're starting to make a thing about the thing we're making about the thing we're making.
Right.
So let's get the fuck out of this for a little while.
Because
beg off.
I just asked that because it showed in the kind of natural, you're just living your life feel of the first few episodes.
Yeah, and it's not like, oh, this happened, I have a story. It's just like, I remember what it's like to just be a dude.
You're cooking dinner for your kids and stuff, and it's goddamn adorable.
That's what my usual days are like.
Are you writing down ideas all year, though? Because you said you took some time away from thinking of stand-up and thinking of this. Like, are you putting shit down all year? Like, maybe something later, maybe like Woody Allen writes like a note and he'll throw it in a drawer?
Well, I actually build in, like, there's like the month of June, it's worked out usually each year. I don't have a single creative thought. I just like avoid it because you got to rest the muscle or whatever. But usually around the spring, I write basic, like just just like a pen and notepad. Just start writing basic ideas.
So there's a time
I
where
started writing scripts like in July or so.
If you think of something, will you just go? If it's in that month, will you just go? Fuck it, it'll come back or it won't.
Yeah, I really try to.
Wow,
stay
you don't
away.
write it
That's
down?
a gamble.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
You would think you would at least write it down, throw it in a drawer.
You'd
like,
think,
okay.
right? Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm lying a little bit. I don't know.
Well, Jimmy
No, I don't know.
really
I'll write myself
fat.
an email sometimes. I'll write myself an email sometimes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Because even if you're not thinking creatively, you just know, like, holy shit, that would so work. And,
But when
to let it go away, that's scary to me.
Well, when I'm in that mode, it's because usually I'm pretty burnt. and I'm not.
So you're not
much is coming. So I just don't think that way.
I'm always afraid of losing it, but if you know you have confidence in your writing and the fact that ideas are going to be there and you're going to create, it takes some of that pressure off to write every single moment down.
I mean, I don't have a rain of ideas coming all the time. It's like, you know, a really good idea comes like once every 3 months or something.
Right.
Like something great. So, yeah, slow.
I'm amazed at how fast I turn around and, like, I think something's a good idea, and the next day I look at it and I just realize what a no-talent hunk of shit I am. Like, that's the voice. Like, oh, that sounded great.
Yeah, no, that's always...
You're mean.
I mean.
Well, even when an audience laughs at something and then you think it's good, it must be good, and then it never gets a laugh again. And you think,
oof.
That was so good, and it wasn't. It was
it wasn't.
It was
now,
shit.
now let me just second guess everything I do.
Yeah, and then you need 50 audiences to prove to you that it was bad because of that one that laughed at it.
But it was good. What happened?
The worst is when it used to work and it doesn't anymore. And it's like we talked about that. It goes into that different part of your brain, and you were so smart when you said like it goes into that. It becomes like a function, like a task part of your brain.
Yeah, it becomes a procedure. I learned that at the Museum of Natural History. They have a brain, and they show you how it works, like a brain that's like has glowing parts.
Sure.
And they show you how it works. And when you're learning something and you're like carving these paths in your brain to learn how to do something, but once you learn it, it becomes a procedure, which means it's just a list of things. So you just load your brain just goes go to procedure A. Oof. It doesn't go like do this, then that, and then maybe this will work.
That's how it learned it.
Yeah, so jokes become that. Jokes become like and you can tell a comic who's got to that place, and you can feel it on stage. Like I'm thinking about everything but this. Like I'm not even thinking about this. Doing the joke. Nah, here's a pause. Look that. So when it starts to get like that, when jokes start dying,
right?
I try to remember what is this joke about and tell it again like I never told it. Like explain the idea instead of the pattern.
Yeah, get it off of the track.
Yeah, get it off of the whole the rhythm and the certain word you said and then the face you made and
the little spontaneous chuckle that you put in.
Such a brilliant way of explaining it. There's certain jokes that just didn't feel right. Like, that's exactly what it was. Instead of 10 different lines, it became one line. It just became one action.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Wow,
fascinating.
Man.
How many more years for the show, Lou?
I don't know. I just finished this one, so it's whenever I'm done with a year, I'm like, I want to just stop.
Oh, really?
Forever. Yeah, I never want to keep doing it.
Right.
But this year felt better.
Right.
It was harder. We did it. There's a hurricane we created a hurricane in the winter. So it was awful.
I remember you telling us about that last time you were in. I can't wait to see that episode.
That was hard, but that's coming later in the year. But I'm working now on Zach Galifianakis. He's doing a pilot for FX that I'm producing through my company.
Good for you.
Has he said what it's about, or is he not really saying
I'm writing it with him.
Okay.
So we're shooting it actually in a couple of weeks.
You really opened the gates.
That's exciting because Zach is the funniest fucking guy.
He's great.
And you opened up the gates for FX.
Well, Zach didn't need me to
No, I know, but
because he was.
But there's other shows coming now, and it all seems because you pushed that door open.
I guess I don't know. I don't know what's out there that has anything to do with me, but yeah, FX has maybe a little more courage to try some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And what about like hanging out and having fun and shit? Doing much of that?
He wants to know if you're doing any of that.
Fucking. No, with work. Though. I mean, because people see you, they see you on TV, on your show, interviews and stuff like that. It's like you get much time to just fuck around and
I build it into my year because this is right now I'm promoting the show. This was the best year ever because I had time to write it, and then we took so much longer to shoot it, and then I edited it, and I'm done. They're all done.
That's great.
So now I'm promoting it, doing this shit.
Right.
And then I think May 12th is like my last. Well, this is like the high watermark of promotion.
Of course.
This is the fun stuff. Doing you guys. It's the fucking some of the other shit is awful. But
the local news shows, the morning shows.
I don't do those anymore.
No,
I should be doing them. I should be doing them.
You're just
taking money out of my own pocket by not wanting to be on those things. But it'll be over. I think May 12th. I'm doing Jimmy Fallon, and that's it. And then after that, I'll have the whole. Then I block out. Then I'm aggressively relaxing.
Right.
And I'll take most of the summer. I won't work.
little boating.
I'll go out on the
Boating.
boat.
Oh, how is the boat?
Fucking
I
great.
would.
How many repairs in the off season?
Not bad. Not too bad.
Okay.
We did. I did the. I didn't do anything. Had it
I had this
repainted,
done, yes.
revarnished, and some others. Got a new tender, new dinghy on it.
Everybody, everyone that has a boat's always off season. It's like, fucking new engine. God damn, I had to pull the old fucking engine out of it. And those things just cost
tons of money. Yeah.
Goddamn.
So it's all kind of getting. This is my first year with it too. So I'm doing it. And it'll be back in the water in like a week or so.
Oh, you're excited.
Yeah,
You gotta be excited about that.
I'm very excited about the whole summer.
Oh, any big trips planned?
We'll probably go up to. I want to take the boat further up, like maybe to Maine or somewhere this time.
Nice.
So I'll be doing that, and it's And I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do any movies this year. Last summer I ended up using a lot of this summer doing that stuff. I'm not gonna do the movies this time. I don't like movies. It's not fun. It really is. It's fun if the movie's really great and you have a short amount of time there.
Right.
But like I've been offered big parts in movies but it's like a month living in Shreveport, Louisiana, or something.
Right.
And it's not worth it. It's not worth what I would get out of it.
Wow. We'll take any movie.
Louis like the opposite.
I have a job. Like I'm gainfully employed, and then I have a fallback, which is I could go on tour.
But a lot of people feel like they have to strike while the iron's hot and do everything. Like projects are thrown at them, and it's like, if this dries up, I better let me do this, do that, and just do everything.
Yeah, now you don't have to do that, and also the amount you'd have to me that I'd have to trade in for that of my real life.
Well, that's just it. A lot of people will just sacrifice any
if you're
real
an actor,
time.
If you're an actor, that's your job.
Yeah.
If you're an actor, you better fucking do that.
Take everything.
Better take every possible part. Your family better appreciate it and lay off. Because you have no fucking ability to create anything for yourself.
A comedian actor can just, worst comes to worst, you're back out on the road doing great.
Many ways to make a living.
And an actor.
An actor is just an empty. It's like a cup hold. It's like a cup hoping somebody will pour some coffee in it. There's just no. There's no fucking. They just please.
Right.
God, whenever you see a movie and the actor's playing this really complex, interesting character, you know, like this some kind of genius, amazing person, and then you meet them and they're like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool." And you realize he has no fucking.
Nothing's there.
They just poured the words into him, and then they have this wonderful ability to have it come out and feel right. Yeah. It's an amazing thing that they can do it, but it doesn't. They don't keep any of the coolness or the
It really is amazing when you see somebody do such a good job in a movie, and then you sit down to talk to them in an interview or something, and it's pulling teeth. They have nothing.
No, you're not that person.
And perhaps that takes that type of person.
It does. You have
to
to be
the empty vessel that can be filled with a whole new
some
personality.
People look at it that way, and I'm being mean. There's plenty. I've had friends that are actors.
Being honest,
but it's like being an athlete. That's the way I think of them.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of actors are like jocks. And it is amazing when you get like a fucking Michael Jordan to work with who just can really, and some of them are both, This year Jeremy Renner did like a 2-episode arc on the show. And he's actually a really intelligent, cool guy. He's a very nice guy too. But he's like having like fucking, Derek Jeter on the set. And Jesus, the shit he can do. He's just so good.
Really?
I think you just realized that you use actors on your show and you had it.
I have to be nice to them. Yeah, no, I don't care.
That's that brilliant explanation. Wait a minute, I use actors on my show.
There's no way I'm going to call Al Pacino and he's going to say, I heard you on Opie and Anthony.
Right, true. I need somebody. Could you book me a coffee cup so I can fucking...
Yes. Yeah, get me an empty vessel.
Yeah, give me some random empty vessel from your agency.
Yeah.
Send them over.
That's not well.
When we were
smart.
We were told we had Louis till 9. It's already 9:15.
Louis busy now.
We got to get him out of here, man.
Fucking great
I don't know what
seeing
to say,
Good to see you guys.
Always.
Go get the GQ and check out the 15 funniest people
You can
alive.
just flip through it
at
the newsstand and put it back. I don't know why you'd buy it. I don't need to take that home.
Oh, you rule.
What time tonight is it on?
10.
10 o'clock
on
and
FX.
2 episodes.
2 episodes.
10,
So from 10 to 11 every Monday.
Yes.
It's my, there's one double episode that they're 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
So there's one night that I'm on for 90 minutes.
Very cool.
Ooh.
It's like the week before the finale.
Yeah.
I did this whole flashback episodes, and it turned into like a movie basically. So it's like it's 2 episodes, but they filled out to a 90-minute.
Did you ask them like, look, I need more time here, or did you just?
Yeah, they used to be hard. It used to be like you fight for a minute over, but everything's different now for all television. Like with how much time they take.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore for some reason.
Yeah, so most people don't watch it on the air anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I told them these are both the actual running time is like 33 minutes each, but with commercials that's 45 minutes. And they said, yeah, the Sons of Anarchy turns in like twice the amount. Everybody goes over now.
Okay.
So,
and you don't tune in late tonight either, because that opening sequence.
Yeah, the first scene
so
of the first show
funny.
is one of the funniest things that we've done on the show. And the first part on the street with the garbage men was directed by my assistant director, because I was throwing up and I couldn't get to the set.
Wow.
I was vomiting out of my asshole and my mouth.
Oh, wow.
Just water. And so they said, look, we'll shoot it, because everybody was there and ready. They said, we'll shoot it with Adam, and if you don't like it, we can reschedule it. But as long as everybody's here, let's shoot it. So they shot it, and he fucking nailed it. It's great.
Fucking great.
Yes, I saw you like a week after that, and they said you were eating ice cream and you were sick, and you were just shitting and puking.
Yeah, I was in bad shape.
Sucks. Glad you're better.
Yes.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I'm glad you're better. I'm glad you're better.
Let's get him out of here.
All right,
Jesus,
Louis,
Louis
thanks,
CK,
man.
thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Want to thank Louis C.K. for stopping by.
Yes.
He doesn't really need to come by here.
No.
You know? I mean, our audience already knows about the show. We'll be watching tonight. I guess,
very funny.
I guess like we said after the interview when we were just shooting the shit, it's a reminder to people like, oh, that's right, tonight it's, it's time for Louis on FX.
Yeah, Louis doesn't have to preach to our audience that he's funny or anything.
This is more fun for him, I think, just to come and he's just yapping with his friends, as opposed to people who don't know him.
Char.
That was fun. It's weird, though, because it's like, oh, my God, it's Louis C.K.
It's like, hey, he walks in
and then
now,
you go, wait
it's
a
kind
minute.
of like, hey, look, it's Louis C.K. It's like, no, it's fucking Louis.
Yeah, we've done...
Don't get like that.
We've probably done 100 hours of radio with the guy.
I know. I get like, oh, Louis, I watch him. I'm such a dick. But then you realize very quickly that it is just, he's Louis.
He's just an interesting guy.
He is very
no matter what he's talking about, he's an interesting person.
He's got a great way of explaining things.
Yeah.
How he explained actors is just so fucking funny.
Empty coffee cup, waiting for coffee.
Waiting for coffee before the...
funny. It's so true.
He really is a strange guy in this business, because he's he actually does care more about the product he's putting out than all the surroundings of show business. He shuns things that people work towards when they have a TV show.
Right.
Like the publicity angle of it, the red carpet shit, the pictures, you like saying things like, oh, God, I hate taking pictures. It's so annoying. But, you certainly love when someone asks. And he's so the opposite of all that shit.
What I like about him too is he's comfortable. Like I asked him about that thing about pushing that extra back or that lowering the tray, because he's comfortable being the guy. Like on a set, it's interesting to watch him work because he knows what he wants. And I remember I saw I think it was the camera guy who was something with lighting, and that's his regular. I guess camera guy. He's really good, but he wanted to do something that Louis kind of didn't want him to do, and Louis was like, no, this is what I want. And that's it, and he's completely unafraid to just say what he wants. And there's a real basic thing to do, but it's hard to do.
I noticed,
and he's great at it.
I noticed the unbelievably apologetic Jim Norton on set Saturday. Whenever you wanted to ask, who was it, the director or the assistant director or something, if I'd like to give that guy a line.
Yeah.
And instead of just saying, hey, why don't you say this, you're like, it's okay, you don't mind if I say something about this.
I'll tell you why I was doing that. Because I knew I was allowed to do that because I guess I'm one of the executive producers.
Yes.
It's because it was a respect thing for the director.
Absolutely.
Because Louis directs his own shows. I'm not directing this. I'm not qualified to direct. So when you have a director who I respect and I like and I've worked with before.
Sure.
you don't want to, I'm working with the guy, but you don't want to come in and go, okay, blah, 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 blah. Again, if I was a director like Louis, much different ballgame. But that's his thing. He knows what a director should be doing. I don't.
I understood that, but I didn't know that that was what you should do. Like, I'm like, Jimmy's show. He should be able to just blurt out whoever the fuck is up there what he wants him to say.
But you never want to undermine the guy who's... No. Because it is like an effort, and I do respect his opinion a lot.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
I would assume, though, not everyone does that. I
No.
would assume people will just yell from the back over the director's head and say, this is what I want.
Well, you know how much Kevin Smith said he hated it? I mean, this is a much different level of humans, but Kevin Smith said he hated it when Bruce Willis was doing it. Yeah. Bruce Willis was powerful enough in that situation to do what he wants. He's Bruce Willis. But, I mean, he should have went to Kevin and said, look, is it cool if we... You keep a person in the process...
Yeah.
Because that's why he's a director. If I was qualified just to direct shit, then why pay him? But I'm not.
Do it
I've
all
never
yourself,
done it.
right?
Yeah, I'm not. It's not my thing. So, you know.
I just thought it was adorable.
But yeah, I just try to be I'm just
nice
so
guy.
ashamed, and I'm new at it.
I'm new at it. I'd like to keep doing it.
Seth Rogen was hanging out.
Where was he?
I was walking with Louis, and then there's Seth Rogen. It's like, I'm going to sit
dropping.
No, but I guess the point, we should have just interviewed him today, so he didn't have to come back tomorrow.
Oh, maybe he's got other things to do tomorrow also here.
Row.
And
I guess row has
your boat.
Food for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Why didn't we have Seth Rogen today? He's here.
Because
not a big deal, obviously.
Oh, no, he did Howard, that he's doing the morning shows right after.
Howard who?
So.
The TV shows.
Yeah, he had TV morning shows. I think he's coming back tomorrow to do us.
Yeah, he'll be here tomorrow. His movie I liked a lot, so we'll talk to Seth Rogen. You got food for us?
Yeah, we have an entrepreneur restaurant tour.
People love this. They love when we eat on the air. I guess because it's Cinco de Mayo, we have some Mexican fare, do we?
We do, and the guy's also the owner of Morimoto's.
I just ate there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This isn't pedestrian tacos.
No, they're good.
Oh. No, this guy's he owns Morimoto?
Yeah.
Didn't we last year have some tacos or something?
Last year we had tacos.
Oh.
And that lady that we forgot about.
Yeah.
Oh, see now.
That lady.
Yeah.
$100 to anyone that gets her name.
I remember her. She was really good. Those little teeny tacos.
What's her name?
Little teeny tacos.
Where's her restaurant?
Itty bitty bitty teeny tacos.
New York.
Just proving this promotion doesn't work. Promoting stuff doesn't work.
This guy, he owns Budokan, Morimoto, so he's
I've been to
set.
Budokan in Philly as well. It's all Philly restaurants?
In New York.
You to want me.
And Fat Sal's and...
Live from Budokan.
He runs Budokan in New York?
Yeah. He owns...
Yeah?
Wow.
His company, yeah. He owns like 33 restaurants.
Oh, my God.
So, the good ones.
Do we get to go to his restaurants for free now?
Well, bring him in, yeah.
What does he got for us
Let's get the envelopes going.
That was great.
Are you caught up on Game of Thrones?
See you crying. What?
Are you caught up on Game of Thrones?
No. How you doing, sir?
There's a guy in there. I want to know if he's Lee Evans, the comedian. That's why he's...
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, I don't know if it's him or not, but it looks like him.
You don't have none of that IMDb?
That's a good question.
I reference that like all the time.
Hey, man. I just ate at Morimoto's in Philly.
You did?
Yeah, man.
How was it?
Freaking amazing. It's amazing.
What were you doing in Philly?
I have my wife's from there. I'm down there all the time.
Yeah, what part of the city?
Northeast, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I've been to Budokan in Philly as well.
Call us when you come down.
Really?
There you go.
Really?
I have like 21 restaurants there.
I know you do.
Got to be some kind of alcohol, right?
I got to check out some other restaurants down there.
Time for E-Rock.
We actually try to get into Morimoto a lot because I'm stupid. I don't get a reservation. I'm like, hey, man.
Call us. The one here, you mean? Or down there?
Down there.
Oh, okay. Because there's one here, too.
Morimoto is amazing. You guys do the blowfish down there, too, right? That dangerous blowfish.
The money.
It's the blowfish. If you don't prepare it right, people could die. But that's got to be a silly little...
Oh, that one? I've seen that on Columbo episode. It's amazing.
But I mean, come on, no one's really taking chances with the blowfish.
I never tried it.
Oh, you're scared?
Are we on the air now?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is what we do.
I didn't know. Should I put this on?
If you want.
This is the type of show we do.
I swear to you, that's a compliment when people go, "Are we on the air?" Because we want to make it sound like we're just talking.
No, it's good. It's good.
What'd you bring in today?
We opened a new restaurant here in New York in Battery Park called El Vez. We have one in Philadelphia, too.
Right.
Mexican. So we brought some food in.
Wow.
I guess it's guacamole.
El Vez and El Ron or something?
Nice.
El Vez is actually a Mexican Elvis impersonator.
Oh.
Years ago,
Right.
I heard about. I was in the music business before I did this restaurant, and I heard about him, and he was pretty. He's pretty funny, and we're looking for a name for the restaurant, so we kind of bought his name.
Really?
Yeah.
This could be on the Elvis channel, by the way, this conversation.
Well,
they love a good Elvis story.
Well, we'll give them this tape. I'm sure.
Yeah.
They'll do a whole bunch of weekend programming around it.
Yeah.
the big El Vez story. El Vez.
El Vez.
El Vez. Okay. I'll
Right in
check it
Battery
out.
Park City. So how's the radio business?
It's dying.
Oh boy.
We're pretty much the last dinosaurs into the tar pit there.
That's
You know,
pretty much.
Years ago, I had my own little talk show.
Really?
On WYSP.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Andy Bloom.
Really?
Andy Bloom, yeah.
You remember him? You were on K-Rock, right?
We were on YSP.
We were rock stars
You were
for
simulcast.
YSP.
Yes.
Yeah, with Tim Sabian.
When
Tim, I
Sabian
know
was
Tim.
over there.
Who's now kind of working with us again. I say kind of because
We're
I don't
not
know.
really sure.
He disappears and goes here and there.
He does. Yeah, he's got his own life.
Not that we need a lot of help. So,
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know
would
what that is.
assume
I think
from El Vez.
our PR people brought it in. I think it's our own lemonade or something.
Oh,
I bet
nice.
there's tequila in it.
It may be tequila in it, too.
Is there tequila in it?
I bet there is.
Oh, there's tequila in
Yeah.
it. Wow, is there tequila in that?
I'll take that home. It's
I
a
will
little
take
early
this home. Yeah.
to be chugging down some
I will try the,
alcoholic beverages.
These are really good. I'm eating some these little chips.
What's that?
They're very lovely.
Yeah.
Where's Roland? He usually helps us with the food segments. What is that one in front of you?
This is the salsa.
That looks real
So-
good, but
I thought they were going to bring some
Near it.
tacos, but I guess they couldn't get it. They're preparing today for a giant day.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Because of the Cinco de Mayo. thing.
Right.
So we don't get any, like, bowls to put the stuff in, so we
Roland, no tacos on Cinco de Mayo Day?
Uh-oh.
I like the guy, but where's the tacos?
No, it's called tacos.
Huh?
But it wasn't there in the bag.
What?
I sold tacos, but the tacos weren't in the bag.
I have no idea.
What did he say?
Tacos in the bag.
He sounds like Morimoto, and Morimoto is talking to us.
Oh.
The tacos weren't in the bag.
Oh, they weren't in the bag.
What does that mean?
Do you have any bowls or plates or something?
This is
So I could dish
a
some
horrible
out
presentation
I was
for.
running to get some, and
Oh,
you
okay.
called me over.
We need
just
good
You want
presentation.
salsa and chips?
big
Yeah.
plastic containers, and this is it.
Yeah, because the tacos were in the bag.
They weren't in the bag.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be tacos.
I thought we were going to get a little more, but
I think there's a taxi driver right now eating a bunch of tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah.
We're gonna just have to have make goods, so we'll go down to your place for free, of course.
Come today,
because we're big stars, and we'll have some tacos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is Cinco de Mayo?
The 5th of May.
5th of May.
That's all it is.
It
in
commemorates.
Spanish.
I don't know what it commemorates.
huh?
Does anybody know?
No.
It commemorates. I have no idea.
We did Cinco de Mayo once. Remember Iraq's attempt to eat a whole jar of mayonnaise?
Yes.
We did that once for Cinco de Mayo.
Mayo.
We called it Mayo.
We did Cinco de Mayo.
We called it Mayo, right?
Yeah.
I'm very confused by the fact that there's no tacos today.
I apologize, guys. There was supposed to be tacos.
There was, right? Now we
Yes.
just get some tortilla chips.
How's the salsa?
I don't know.
Amazing, right?
I would love to try some, but I don't have anything to pour it out.
Pass it over.
Really good.
Yeah.
Pass it.
I've never wanted Anthony to drop something so badly on
Oh
his
my
computer.
God! Right?
And then there's some good guacamole.
There's two kinds, regular, and then there's the kind with pistachios and
Wow.
Greek feta cheese.
How did you get into the restaurant business?
I was in the music business. I sold my company.
And then set up tons of restaurants that people like?
No, it was by accident.
It has to be know how hard that is to do?
Very hard. I only wanted to do one thing because I had nothing to do, so I opened a little restaurant. There was a martini bar.
Where was that?
In Philadelphia. It was called the Continental.
Okay.
And I opened it, and it was a smash. People were lined up to get in. It was at a time that people had not been drinking martinis. Young people weren't drinking martinis way back in like the early 90s.
Right.
So this craze happened. It started in California, I think, and then came here, and we opened a martini bar with food, and it was huge.
Oh.
And then after that, we just kept on opening
good for
stuff. And we have like 34 here in New York, Philly, Miami.
What's the worst place to deal with to open a place? Is it New York or Philly? Like, what's the worst city with bureaucracy?
Atlantic City.
Really?
Yeah.
Atlantic City?
Yeah.
You would think
We
they'd
have
want your business by now.
No, it was rough.
Nucky Thompson's got to get a cut of everything. It's crazy.
Yes.
Nucky.
It was very tough.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's, I got to be careful because I still have restaurants there. I think it's just, you know, you don't get the smartest and brightest running things there.
Oh, hell. That's a...
And now the place, Atlantic City's in trouble, they're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
The
We're doing
numbers are way
okay,
down.
but they're opening casinos everywhere. Here, you know, Philly, all over the place.
Where in AC are you?
We're on the pier at Caesars.
Okay.
Okay.
We have Budokan and Continental there.
Yeah, that does hurt Atlantic City, like the one in Connecticut and all these other places. I don't know why every place doesn't just open a casino, because it's easy money for the state.
You see my chalky white face? Watch. That's all he does.
It's a good face.
Yeah, it's for radio. It's, you know, I do facial bits for radio.
I need some of the salsa.
Thank you, Kenny.
Roland's dishing it out.
Yeah.
But can he take it? I don't know.
That was as good as my regular Joe bomb.
Yes. That was a great bomb. Louis just looked at you.
But he made one. He went.
Roland's very nervous that you're here.
Why?
He told me a ton. He told me a lot that you were a real big deal, and not to
he's
not
a
to mess this up.
He's a food
foodie.
guy. Yeah, he goes.
They call him foodies.
There's a place in Brooklyn he goes to that I actually kind of have something to do with.
What place?
Called Fet Sal in Williamsburg.
Roland's made a pot he's very proud of. How can you say Adobe?
How long is it? There's like like where food guys are like rock stars now. It's really like, I guess that's like the last 5 or 6 years where there's all these TV shows dedicated to restaurants and the process of getting food out.
It's like when I started, it wasn't like that, and now it's become like entertainment. It's definitely like the next album. Instead of the next album, it's the next chef and the next restaurant.
What did you do in the music biz?
I was a concert promoter. I booked
Really?
big shows, and primarily in Philadelphia. I had clubs.
The Centrum?
The Spectrum. The Spectrum.
I mean?
Centrum is for the over 65 concert goer.
Yes.
That's where they're going to go see Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen at the Centrum.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I had clubs, and then I sold my company to my competition.
Do you still do
Was that? Oh, sorry.
No, go.
Was that? Was the competition Live Nation?
It became Live Nation, but at the time it was called Electric Factory Concerts. I sold.
Delsner, Vaughn, and Ruffino are presenting here at the Long Island Arena, Charlie Daniels.
Is that Don Kirshner?
Yes, might as well be.
We played the Electric Factory down there.
Oh, right.
We sold it out, too, for you.
That's awesome.
What years were you? Did you have it?
I sold my business in 1993 or 94. Started it like in the 80s. You know, I did Madonna the first tour when she played Philly. The Virgin.
Who?
Madonna.
Well, fuck is that? Teasing, of course.
Why'd you get out of that? That seems like it'd be more of a fun business to me.
It was more fun. It was definitely more fun. But I made money, and it was a hard business to make money. And the bands, and now the bands get 100% of the gate, as opposed to 95.
You know, I saw Frankie Valli the other day at Westbury Music Fair. He didn't sing a fucking note.
He was performing?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
80 years old.
He wasn't performing.
He wasn't performing, though. He was standing there, lip-syncing the whole thing with his finger on the mic button. And then in between, he'd be like, yeah, people, click, click, back off. Then, the recording would play.
Well, you can't hit those notes when you're 80 years old. Unless you had helium in between.
Well, that might help. And then the Four Seasons looked like they were from One Direction.
So it was all young guys.
A bunch of young guys,
I don't like seeing that.
No.
If you're going to lip sync, do it to a song that you sang when you were like 35, but he sounded like an 80-year-old guy, like with an 18-year-old voice. It just looked weird.
It was strange.
There was no need to have it be like the original recording from the fucking 50s.
It was fun, though. We got a good chuckle out of it, me and my brother and sister.
Remember him on The Sopranos? He was good.
Yeah, he was good on that. And remember, in Goodfellas? Who do you think you are, Frankie Valli? You're some big shot. Remember that?
How tired of is Roland been pestering you?
No, he's been good. He's been great. He's been great. I'm going to give him our numbers for if he wants to get reservations or.
No, well, he'll be there.
He'll be there, huh?
Does he go to your places all the time?
No, I've never met him before.
Really?
No.
This is great that we get the free shit they put on the table before you get to order. I really like that we get the free stuff that's
I mean,
put
the
on
salsa
the table.
is great and all, but
What, you didn't bring any glasses of water, too?
I hear Nobu is sending over some napkins next week.
could at least brought the bread.
That's really cool. Thanks, Roland. Roland really, I don't want to think, but he did have, he had straws sent over a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
This guy's a real big deal, but
right?
You know,
we had tacos though. So they got I guess they got left in the car.
I guess so. Yeah, because it was supposed to be tacos. So I was like, tacos and salsa
Tacos
and
in the
guacamole.
car.
Delicioso.
Cab driver's going to have a nice, fun Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous meeting the big food guys?
Of course.
You
because,
do?
like, me and my buddies will go to barbecue adventures, like we went to his Fat Sal. It's very delicious, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go there in Brisket Town. You hit a couple of barbecue joints.
Is that reasonable?
We wouldn't know. We're eating salsa.
You guys go out much?
No.
I do go out every so often. I like a good steakhouse kind of a thing, or, you know.
I like a gentleman's meal.
A gentleman's meal, exactly.
What would that be?
Oh,
I don't know.
I opened the door for you on that one.
No, it's nothing. It's just, nice, clean, good food, because I can't cook.
Penny?
No.
No tacos. Epic fail.
Wow. Yeah, huh?
Is he the security guy?
Wow. How did you guess?
We don't know who he is.
We're just scared of him, so he hangs around.
You have a lot of security guys walking around.
No.
Not really. We have a bunch of big mooks walking around.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
We have no fans. It's basically just to keep us from leaving.
Yeah.
So what kind of food would you guys like to have that you can get that you can't get in New York? Is there anything specific?
New York is really the kind of
good, solid, local sushi joint.
You like that?
They're the high-end places that you got to go find. But
You just want like a
good fish.
good fish. You know what you can't get in New York, believe it or not?
What's that?
It's hard to get red sauce Italian food in New York.
And tacos, apparently.
Italian American food like that we grew up with doesn't really exist here. It does a little bit in Little Italy.
Yeah, right.
But when you think about it, if you wanted to get, I don't know, manicotti or lasagna or something like that, where do you go? You can't go.
You're right. I live on the Upper
Olive Garden is fine.
I live on the Upper West Side. He makes a great point. I cannot find just a good basic red sauce. Everyone's fucking around with their red sauce.
Olive Garden brought us some Melba toast and breadsticks one day. It was
Right.
fantastic.
And a blooming onion.
No, but I've been looking.
I'd kill for a blooming onion right now. Jesus.
This guy owns some of the. This guy owns like all the top restaurants in Philly, and we're eating guacamole.
It is good, though.
I like the
It could have been cheesesteak, but I can't pump it up too much. It's guacamole in the end.
it's
I mean,
only
let's be honest
guacamole.
with each other.
This is what I eat at home.
The stuff I ate at Morimoto
I'm
was
too lazy to make dinner. Just a
We should have
bag of
brought you
chips.
our goat. We have goat on the menu.
Goat?
Would you have eaten that?
I would have tried it, I guess.
You know, sir, 1 o'clock, they're having a guac off on another radio show if you want to compete.
A guac off?
Covino Rich, the 9th annual guac off.
Wow.
Are they really? I think really?
Yeah. Yeah, people from the food channels compete.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds fantastic.
Our food segment is hitting a new low, Ro.
Epic fail.
Rolly,
This is an epic fail.
This is a pretty big fail. I was picturing tacos.
Right.
Delicious, right? What, with some marinated, is it marinated meat?
Yes, and quesadillas you could have had. And,
Oh, my God.
we had fantastic enchiladas.
Is that the promo?
I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to look at it.
Let me
Another
see.
radio show's doing a guac off.
Covino and Rich.
I had to walk off.
They're wearing the Three Amigos thing. Obviously, they just superimposed their faces on here.
You
I don't
sure?
think this came
They
from
didn't do a
wardrobe.
photo shoot?
Well,
Oh, is it real? The 9th annual Covino and Rich Guac Off. Look, free chips and guacamole. Great. That's exactly what we got.
well,
I don't care. May 5th, 1 p.m., Sirius XM Fishbowl Studio. Wow. They're doing it in the fishbowl.
Yeah.
Is it this
For Cinco de Mayo celebration, sample some guacamole and cast your vote for the winner of the 2014 CNR Guac-Off. Come for the food, fun, and tasty beverages.
Nice. Let me see that.
There you go.
They did ask me to ask Louis C.K. to come back to be one of the judges.
Oh, wow.
They don't really think Louis is going to judge a guac-off, do they?
I didn't. I just deleted the email as fast as I read it.
you should have asked them on the air.
Well,
when they asked me, like, ask Louis C.K. to judge our walk-off. I'm like, oh.
So, all right. We got to take a break, I guess, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Right in the middle of this?
My apologies. I'll make it up to you.
We do? Well, yeah, we do.
It's so festive, GH. It's
What?
very festive.
Look, I'm a boring restaurant guy. You could have Seth Rogen in here. I recognize that.
No.
It's not your fault.
It is.
We're just hungry.
Can we tease the fact that we might be eating pumpernickel after the break?
We would let you sit here another half hour if you brought the tacos in. Trust me. No problem. No problem. I actually love your places.
Thank you very much.
There's a few more on there that I have been to. My engagement party or something was going to be at one of your joints.
Really?
Yeah, the Ariba, the Raba, the where's the
Ama de Cuba?
But then they wouldn't take same-sex marriage. This is really
I think
good.
Bush was still president then.
Yeah.
You know.
This is really good, though, the guacamole.
Thank you very much.
It's guacamole.
But it is tasty.
It's
Everyone says how
guacamole.
amazing their guacamole is. It's definitely good guac.
I'm just trying to get in there so maybe I could judge the guac off.
He even knows it's just guac because he put pistachios in his just to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, we put pistachios and goat cheese.
That's nuts.
Do you do the day-to-day stuff still for the restaurant, or you just sit back and roll in the money?
No, I definitely don't cook, but I'm the overseer.
You still have
of
to,
everything. Absolutely.
So you have to,
and I'm enrolling in the money, but I'm also paying back the money at the same time. So it's a lot.
So you have to deal with all the bullshit of like cooks,
all of it.
Cooks quitting on you.
You are very mysterious.
A guy, line cook stabbing another line cook.
You've had that?
Oh yeah. We deal with everything.
I'm a silent partner in a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, my brother kicks ass. He does a great job. F.H. Riley's in the heart of Huntington Village. He makes a great guacamole, too, and he doesn't even deal with Mexican stuff. But every once in a while, he'll just do it because he knows how to do it.
Right.
But the horror stories, man. 4 o'clock on a Friday, his cook will just quit. You know, all that crazy shit.
All the time. It happens every minute of the day.
Yeah.
What?
I've run out of things to talk about with you.
The rating system in New York, I would love to know, because they started that in L.A., the ABC.
I'm trying, but without tacos, I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
And is it reasonable? Like, what can make you from an A to a B? Because I don't really.
They come in. The health department comes in on a Friday night at 8:30, 800. Well, Budokan's big. 800 covers that night, and they'll just walk in with thermometers, and you're kind of screwed.
What do you mean thermometers? What are they looking for?
Actually, it's amazing. They want to know everyone's temperature.
They take the temperature of all the food, as the food's coming up.
And if the temperature is wrong, they'll close your...
Oh, they'll give you points. That's why, Per Se got a bad grade, because it was temperatures. But they come in at the...
What is the temperature supposed to be?
Whatever it is, if it's like 3 degrees or 2 degrees off, you get points.
Oh, that's being a little too
3 degrees
picky.
Off. So it's hard, and you never know, which is fine that when they're coming in. But when they come in, when you're packed, and the whole thing stops, you can't serve.
Wow.
It's
and they do that on purpose, obviously, because they kind of
do it on purpose.
They have it out for you for whatever reason.
Yeah. So what, you can't serve? You got to tell everybody to go home?
Well, you serve, but you can't because they're behind the line checking stuff. So all the service
and every thermometer every food they hit with that thermometer, you can't serve that now. You got to redo that.
Really? Yeah, I think we have to throw it away. So
wink, right? I understand.
Can they walk in whenever they want and just get access to anything they want?
Whatever they want, they come in.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like the Gestapo.
Yep, middle of the night.
I got something else to tell you. I went to Budokan in New York for my birthday a few years ago.
Well, happy birthday!
Thank you, and it was wonderful.
Big party?
No, just a few people. That's a huge spot, though. Yeah. Man. How are you making the number there?
Big. we were very
It's
busy.
a giant place.
It's like 295 seats, but very popular. We did that.
This guy is very popular. There's an employee here that wants to take a photo with the chef.
Oh, who's that?
Who? Warren.
Lauren, you know this guy?
I was covered down the hall, and Kenny said that if I wanted to take a picture, I could. So,
do you know who this is?
If Kenny happy, I'll do it, and for myself too.
They're just trying to make the show a little lively because it was dragging them.
No, but just way to go with the bit.
Way to go with the bit.
He'd be great on a movie set. Well, according to the director, I'm a police officer. Hey, we're fucking rolling, idiot.
Fucking struggling here.
Freeze! Well, you don't really have to because there's no bullets in this gun because they gave it to me in the prop department.
See, Lauren, you're just supposed to come in and say, yes, I'm a big fan.
Right.
Do you sing at all?
No.
Okay.
Not professionally.
Not professionally.
Maybe like karaoke.
The listeners are disappointed that we're not eating tacos, by the way. They're not happy about it.
Epic fail.
Epic fail.
So
They had time to make more.
I feel like it's my bachelor party, and you guys got me a hooker. Not because I don't mean that you're a hooker. Yes. No. Only because she didn't even know she was coming here.
This is coming from a man who doesn't bring tacos on Cinco de Mayo.
He was referring to Roland. Really ugly hooker.
Roland, didn't they have enough time to come back with the tacos?
I don't know.
Oh, Roland. This just flopped.
Chipotle's downstairs.
Who?
Ew.
We can go to Chipotle. What's that?
Yeah, we could go there and make believe it's ours.
He calls that pedestrian food.
It's pedestrian food.
It is.
He doesn't go into pedestrian food places.
Well, pedestrians aren't starving.
Right.
You know? What happened here?
They'll be shitting their pants after they eat that.
Well,
hold it.
They could have another serving of...
Yeah.
Could you bring
Guac?
more chips to the table, please? the child ate a bowl.
You could have at least made the guac in front of us.
I know. We
Because that's always fun, too.
We totally fucked it up. I mean, my apologies. Don't come to Elvez.
Rolled down a stroke over
He
there.
is, and I feel very bad. The guy comes in and he doesn't
I'm
realize
selling
I'm
my
bringing this
company
stuff.
today.
No, we...
You know what? I loved the guacamole, and this salsa is very good. It is very good.
It is.
Yeah. I got nothing, you know.
So is Paul Newman's. I mean, what are you going to do?
Jesus.
Are you guys better than the place on... where's that place I go to on across from Lincoln Center?
The massage parlor?
No.
Where's the list? Where's the list of restaurants again?
Rosa Mexicana is really good. Are you guys better than they
Rosa's
are?
all right.
I
Yeah.
think we are. I think we are.
All kidding aside, he is. Rosa, we go there. It's all right. It's not as great as they'd like to think it is. What?
That's hilarious.
She just walked in with no improv skills whatsoever.
No improv at all. And Jimmy's like, well, the director told me I'm supposed to be a police officer.
What, in the middle of a scene?
In the middle of a scene. That would be ridiculous.
Oh, my God. I love her.
It's so funny.
I love her.
Oh, yeah. I've been to a bunch of these places.
In Philadelphia?
Fuck yeah. Yep.
Well.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Where's the New York ones? Now I'm confused.
New York's Budokan Morimoto, a little place called Cafe Storico, in the Upper West Side, which is part of the museum, and then Elvez. And we're doing more here soon.
Cool.
Ooh.
So are we heard in Los Angeles, too?
Everywhere in the U.S. and Canada.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah,
US and Canada,
everyone is learning that you didn't bring tacos.
Yeah.
Everyone
So we're
across
looking
the
in L.A.
country.
We're going to open in L.A.
Everyone with a clear view of the sky is saying,
Yeah. And they're going to learn it for the next 24 hours of the replay.
This is what I would suggest, that, you go back to the kitchen and then you make good, like, in a disgusting way, like, just so over the top, just all sorts of food comes in here one day. And then people will
Done
think
deal.
you're a god.
Done deal.
But it's got to be just so over the top. Just ridiculous,
If
the amount
I-
of stuff you send here.
If I wake up tomorrow and there are tacos on the console, I'll know we have a deal.
Yes, pick up the guacamole, pass it around, let everybody look at it. Yeah, Johnny Ola likes guacamole.
Oh, this is too.
You got it. We'll have that done.
You understand this is way better for us that there are no.
Of course it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At your expense, of
Yes.
course, sir.
oh, shit.
You forgot the tacos, Fredo.
What do we do? What do we do for the big plug?
Chips and salsa for everybody.
LV's at Battery Park is now open.
Elvez and Battery Park now open.
Elvez.
Cinco de Mayo today.
Mike, you don't walk into a restaurant like Elvez and talk to the owner like that. Elvez is open today. Where is it?
Battery Park.
Battery Park. Mention Opie and Anthony, and we will not give you any tacos. Even if you order them.
Right. It's a theme.
Right.
Oh, man.
I love it.
And I'll check out a few more places in Philly next time I'm down.
All right. We'd love to have you guys.
Which one should I check out next in Philly? That's a good
Philly,
question.
there's
I've done Budokan. I've done Morimoto.
There's
done
two new ones.
The Cuba.
One is called Serpico.
Okay.
And the other one is Il Pittore.
El Pittore.
Which is Italian. Serpico is the former chef from Mama Fuco here in New York. It's very good. Very good.
Nice.
Very cool. All right.
So call me.
Will you answer your phone?
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. And thanks for having me.
Yes.
It's Steven Starr, everyone. Roland, we do good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Here's my impression of what happens when you leave. I didn't know. This is so tired. We're not going to hear any of the words. He's going to push through it. All we're going to hear is it's supposed to be tired and shrug and look down. He's like a 3-year-old that broke a lamp. I said there's tacos.
Shit. I didn't know what happened. They said tacos are making in the bag.
Yeah, they said it was supposed to be coming up. Guys, sorry.
It's all good. All right, we're going to take a break.
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Elvez, thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Here's a 20th anniversary Opie and Anthony radio gem.
All right, we got American Idol audio. The highlight, though, of last night's show was that thing.
Did you notice when he walked out, they started playing the crying game music?
I was laughing so hard.
That was really funny.
The crying game music was playing in the background.
This supposedly was a guy.
That is, what a torturous life that must be, dude.
Oh,
man.
And I feel sorry for that dude, because it's like, he's not gay, he's a girl.
He's a girl.
Who has a penis. It's just so sad.
Girl with a penis and no tits. That's what you are.
Fucking sad. And doesn't want to be a girl. Just a sissy, a third-level sissy. Third level. Just on the highest level on the sissy meter. It's just like... It's just like, and just to be tortured like that, and just want to express himself with woman song.
Yeah,
I got to say,
yeah, singing the woman songs.
And it's like, you know, guys, it's like how real guys change the lyrics to like men's. You know, it's raining stuff. Yeah, hallelujah, it's raining things, and it's all wet out here. It's wet out here. Rough and tough, it's wet outside. It's raining things. Oh!
You gotta change the words to this. Wow. It's raining stuff.
Let yourself get absolutely, yeah. It's raining. Oh! Hallelujah. Ow! Ouch and ooh! Watch out, motherfuckers! Ooh! Yeah! Fall for Jesus! He was a bad motherfucker! Woo! And he had to do what he had to do!
Nothing about men.
Rearrange the sky so that each and every brother can get out there and do woo! It's raining stuff. Oh, it's raining things. Watch out! Shit is flying around. The fuck was that? Some heavy shit flying around. Watch your shit. Watch your shit.
Holy shit.
This motherfucker was like, Queen of the night, I got the stuff that you want. My pussy's wet as a shit.
Holy shit.
It's raining stuff.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Oh,
Nobody.
God damn.
All of a sudden, we changed the lyrics, but you know.
I think we got a hit on our hands. It's raining stuff.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM. Best news ever.
All right. I want to thank Steven Starr for stopping by.
That's great.
Starving.
Right?
I'm starving.
What's next, Roland? Some fucking fortune cookies and a packet of soy sauce? What are we getting?
My bad, boys.
My bad.
When did you realize? When did you realize it was only guacamole and salsa and chips? When did you realize? I saw the other bags on the couch over there, and I'm like, oh, he's starting us off nice here.
Yeah, what happened?
We'll have a couple chips together. And
I ran back, and I told the ladies, I'll bring the tacos in, and they both looked at each other and went,
oh.
I thought you brought them. They're like, oh, no. They started sweating a lot. Then I went to run away and go home.
Yeah.
Then I came in like they had no tacos. Or quesadillas. Or enchiladas.
Or
enchiladas.
Or keep going.
Tortas. It was supposed to be a lot of food.
All of that shit's, by the way, is all the same. It's just different shapes.
Yeah,
no, they're delicious. Different flavors.
A burrito is a soft taco. Come on, let's be real.
No, it's a bigger thing. More meat, more salsa.
It's all the same stuff. He's right.
It's all prepared the same way.
You're crazy. It's delicious.
Get a trout dog.
Ew.
How about a clam witch?
Yo, why are you telling him to get a trout? you didn't like that, homie?
Trout dog.
Yeah.
Wait.
Someone is demanding that we put him through.
Who's demanding?
I'm not demanding anything.
Why is there? Hold on a minute. Why is there a picture with Jenny Hutt and Louis C.K.?
That was over 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Over 2 years ago.
All right.
Wow.
I thought she'd corner him.
And he made
a couple of redheads having fun.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
We're talking about something else right now.
Hold on. You hold on.
Yeah, we'll get back to trophy hunters and how they've hurt you.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I was going to say hi to Louis C.K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, I'll get you.
Say hi to Louis.
No, she was.
Hi,
Louis. Hi. How's everything?
Oh, I don't know. I am good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
That's all you want to say to him?
That's it?
I am absolutely good. How are you doing?
I am good. Do you like my show?
Yes, I do.
What part of my show do you like?
Are you on Comedy Central?
No, I'm on FX.
Oh, on FX. Oh, my God. Did we get FX, Bill? Did we get that?
Oh.
Yeah, I think we do. It's a cable channel, right?
Yeah, this my show.
No, believe me. Believe me, I heard about you before.
What did you hear about me?
I think you're a very good comedian.
What do you like about my comedy?
I like the way you're raunchy, and
I don't curse at all.
But you don't have to curse.
Then what is raunchy?
Yeah, what raunchy? What do you mean?
All right, Ant.
What?
Hold on,
Louis
you're asking
here.
me a question.
What do you mean raunchy?
Just being a regular comedian like
you're a cunt.
Louis just called you a cunt.
Are you the fat crack smoker?
Well, you're a big dick, you know that?
Whoa!
You're a cunt.
Wow.
Oh, gee, thank you.
He obviously knows you.
That's very nice. I mean...
You're a fat crack smoker.
Don't treat Louis like that.
I'm not a fat crack smoker.
Yeah, you're a junkie who shits her pants.
Wait, hold on.
My show is good. You're a junkie who shits her pants.
Excuse me, who said that? Jimmy?
Louis C.K.
Jimmy's not here right now.
Oh, Jimmy's not there right now.
He had to take a leak. Jesus.
No.
We're embarrassed. We got Louis C.K. on. He's one of the funniest guys in the country, and you're embarrassing us in front of him.
Well, what about me?
In front of us, whatever.
Well, you're a cunt.
What about me?
What about me? It isn't fair.
You know, what do you think? I
Anyone?
poop my pants every day?
Yes.
Yeah.
80s song.
No.
I heard you shit your pants, cunt.
Louis said he heard you shit your pants,
Hold on,
cunt.
I have to go in the bedroom. I have to go in the bedroom.
To do what? To go
I have
fuck
to
yourself
go
with a
into
stick?
the bedroom.
Louis
Jesus, Louis. What the fuck?
I have to go into the bedroom.
You're a pig.
Bill is on the... I am not a pig.
Bill's a pig.
Bill was not a pig either.
You're a piece of garbage. My show's good. You're a piece of garbage.
All right. Listen to me.
Don't call
Piece of
again,
garbage.
fatso.
How about us two get together and go on a show together?
Why don't you get together with the front of a train?
Wow, Louis.
Oh.
Jesus.
Excuse me. Excuse me?
Louis.
I am done with those jokes already.
Hey, shut up.
That is not even funny. That is
Yes, it is. It's on my show. You're a pig.
Louis hilarious.
Louis, listen to me.
Oh, shut up.
I just...
Bill's a pig.
Bill was on the phone with his bank.
Bill's gay.
Louis C.K. doesn't care that Bill was on the phone with the
Yeah,
bank.
he's got no money. He's broke.
Oh,
Jesus.
Bill is not broken. He never will.
Bill shits in your mouth, pig.
Oh.
Will you stop calling me a friggin' pig?
Yeah, shut up, you goddamn cow.
Get it right, rhinoceros.
Who do you think you are?
I'm. You know who I am. You're called to talk to me. You're a pig.
You called to talk to Louis.
Yeah, I called to talk to Louis to tell him that he's a great comedian.
I know I am. Go vomit in the sink, cunt.
I heard all about him.
You know, I heard about you too. You're a shit pants vomiter, cunt.
Ah.
Oh, wait a minute. That was only for 2 days. Okay? now.
So you
I'm
were only
sorry.
a shit pants vomiter cunt for 2 days.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're wrong. It was only for 2 days.
It was only for 2 days that I had the shits, okay?
Yeah.
And now that it's all out in the open, yeah, that's it.
Why don't you die? I'll do a show about a big fucking pig that dies and shits all over herself, and I'll call it the cunt who shits herself.
That'd be a great episode, Louis.
That would be
Oh,
funny.
my goodness.
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
No, it would not be funny.
We could just use your dead body and we'd just kick it like it's a big piece of shit in the street.
I guess so. What what else is new?
Yeah.
Good one. Why don't you admit to Louis that you used to smoke crack?
Yeah, just tell me.
Yeah, well, didn't you used to smoke crack?
No.
I never smoked crack, you dumb fatso.
Ah, you don't.
You
lie.
make fatso noises.
Don't lie.
Shut up.
Don't lie like that because everybody experimented with any kind of drug or anything like that.
No, I was busy raising a family and being a good person. You're a pig.
Not everyone. She thinks everyone just experimented and smoked crack.
Oink,
Yeah.
oink, I'm a pig.
Yeah, that's right.
There
Why
you
don't
go.
you kiss a train?
Louis, you have a couple of kids. You know, Lady Di's got a son.
Yeah, but I hope I'm active in their lives. I hope
But
she
my son
is.
very good. My son is he's a straight boy.
What does that
No,
mean?
I'm serious. He's 23 years old, and he hasn't even been to a bar or anything like
Yeah,
that.
because
Well, why should he? When your piggishness is at home, he can just drink it at home with you, you pig.
Hey, listen to me. My son is a good boy.
Yes, but his mother's a pig.
Louis, oh my
Wow,
God.
Louis, Jesus.
All right. Listen to me.
Huh?
My son is a good boy, and
Shut up.
Marion is his godmother.
Marion's a cunt.
No, she's not.
Marion's a fat cunt.
Oh,
Wow, Louis,
no.
now you're in trouble.
Do not get Marion involved in this.
Okay, get that fat cunt Marion on the phone. We're gonna yell at her.
Excuse me. First of all, she lost a lot of weight.
No, she didn't. She went from her tits to her neck. She's a fat cunt.
Jimmy?
All right.
What do you mean, Jimmy, stop it?
Wasn't that Jimmy in the studio right now?
Oh, God.
It's Louis.
You're drunk. You're fucking hammered.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, Opie and Anthony, you're still there, right?
No, it's the Opie and Anthony show, but we left.
Right, we
What
left.
do you think? Oh, God. How many Natty Ice? How many Natty Ice?
This is my fourth one.
You were on number 3 at the beginning of the show, you liar.
You lie about everything.
You're lying. You were on number 3
at 8 in the morning.
Lying to you guys.
You were on.
Why is she on the?
You were on
phone?
number 3 at fucking 7 o'clock this morning.
Okay, so now I have my fourth one.
Let's bring back the guy
And
that doesn't
fifth.
bring food. Please.
What?
You're lying. You've had more than 4 Natty Ice. Come on.
Okay, all right. I had a 30-pack. Okay, there you go.
I wouldn't doubt it.
All right. So what? Why? It says it's me again. Can you put me through? Why?
Yeah. What did you need?
I just wanted to talk to you guys.
We have to get back to our Louis C.K. interview.
God.
Well, Louis C.K. is talking to me right now, so.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
I'm going to go, guys.
Why not?
Oh, now you made him leave.
I'm going to go.
Oh.
Louis got to go.
Her and that fat cunt Marion.
Wait, hold on. Well, anyway.
I'm talking. I'm talking, Piggy.
You guys got to go anyway. You get off the air at 10:30.
We don't want to end with this in our mouth.
That's a bad taste.
so sorry, Louis.
Almost like no taco taste.
Right.
Remember that moments ago?
Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way.
Yeah, happy Pigo de Mayo to you, too.
Stinko de Drunko.
Yeah, exactly. You and that fat cunt Marion.
Drinko de Mayo.
Hey. Don't get Marion involved.
Marion's a fat pig.
What are you asking for breakfast? Hey.
Louis, listen to me. Don't
She's a
get
horse.
Marion involved.
Oh, fuck Marion.
Oh, come on.
I love you guys.
Oh,
we don't love you.
Oh,
go away.
She's talking to her beer cans. They're all lined up. I
Yeah,
love
and the
you
blacksmith
guys.
that's shoeing her.
You fucking disaster.
You know I love you guys.
Right.
We don't care.
And I do care because I love you guys, and I always will. And, you know, I've known you for over 20 years, and that's it.
We love you too, Di.
Thank you very much, Louis.
I don't love you.
Well, it doesn't matter, but I love you.
You're a pig.
I love you.
Marion's a cunt.
Thanks.
Marion's a cunt.
Louis rules.
I love Lou.
I'm in the bedroom right now.
You should be in a stable. Other pigs and cunts. You're a pig cunt. Pig cunt fucker.
I should be in a stable like Mr. Ed.
You should be in a stable like a pile of Mr. Ed shit. Pig cunt.
What's the matter with you?
You're a crackhead.
Louis, you're incorrigible.
We told them all about you, so he's caught up.
You know, one day...
Just die, pig cunt. Marion's fat.
Hold on.
Shut up, you hold on. Marion's fat. She's a Clydesdale pig. She's a big fat Muppet hair. Hope Marion dies. Shut up.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Slob.
You know, one day we're going to be opening up for you guys.
You should be opening up a manhole and falling into it, you pig cunt. Marion's a fatso. Hope Marion dies.
Nah, Marion is very much alive.
Yeah, Marion's not alive. Marion's drinking cum and horse piss while you drink beer with your drunk fuck husband.
No, if Marion was on the
Why don't you
phone
wear
right
a train hat, you cunt horse?
now, what are you talking about?
Killing yourself.
Louis C.K. is hilarious.
We got Corey in Toronto. Corey.
Yes.
Why the fuck are you letting this idiot on the fucking show, man?
Well, he's promoting Louis.
I'm just trying to do it the best I can.
Yeah, talking about Di. Like, I had to not listen to the show the week she was in. Yeah, thanks. I had to not listen to your show that whole time she was fucking interning because her fucking voice just makes me want to jump off a goddamn bridge.
My voice, there's nothing wrong with my voice. What's wrong with my voice?
You're a talking pig.
You are a fucking pig.
Hey, I didn't ask you, Louis.
Just go to fucking
I asked the caller. What is wrong with my voice?
You're a pig.
You sound like a fucking pig. Like, you're so annoying.
Slur is nice, by the way. Sexy.
Yeah. All right.
I actually agree with that.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Let me say hi to Jay in Jersey. Jay.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
Morning.
I heard that, Jay. I heard that, Jay. I heard that,
asshole.
Jay. I heard that, Jay.
Keep going, Jay. I got OCD. I can do this all day. Keep going.
I got OCD too, Opie.
Oh, shut the fuck up, me.
Obvious cow disease, pig. And he's gonna live by going bully.
Yeah, bully.
All right, Sam, you deal with this shit.
Sam,
you deal with this shit.
All right, we got 2 minutes left.
This is where we're at. Bye.
You're hurting my good ear. All right.
International.
Are we done?
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moment day unforgettable. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW now. And look back on another legendary day of broadcasting. This is the Opie and Anthony Post Show with Sam Roberts.
Oh, my God. Welcome to the show. Sal, if you're going to pick a line of the day, I mean, for me, line of the day was ba 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 ba, but you can't pick it from the very end of the show.
No. I gotta, wait till you see what I got.
Let me go to Josh. What's up, Josh in D.C.?
Sam Roberts, the voice of Sirius XM.
How's it going?
It is going well, sir. I gotta say, I was one of the first O&A listeners on XM. I paid for a subscription to listen to O&A. How terrible is that?
I get it.
How Lady Di can't be real anymore. There's no way anyone is that stupid. It's impossible.
I don't know. She escapes further, either she's escaping further and further into this character, or this is just life. I think it's life. What's up, babe? Do you think she's the greatest improv performer there's ever been? That's like when people were like, oh, I know that woman that you talked to about the iPhone. She was just making it up. Like, if Lady Di or that woman or any of those people were characters, they'd be rich and famous. They'd have sitcom deals.
I agree, and it's impossible. But have a terrific afternoon.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. You got a line of the day for me, Sal?
Yeah, well, it's kind of a line.
What do you mean?
Here
All right.
comes line of the day, line of the day.
What kind of T-shirt are you wearing?
Did you hear her belch?
Did Lady Di's belch just win line of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bizarro show we had today. Louis C.K. just killing it today, as to be expected. But then after Louis comes this Steven Starr, I believe his name was, the restaurateur. The guy's worth like maybe $100 million. I mean, he's the owner of half the fancy restaurants that you know of, if you know of any. And he didn't bring tacos, and the whole segment was about him and his guac and not having tacos. Then you have Lady Di back on the phone talking to fake Louis C.K. Nick in Wisconsin.
Hey, Sam, love the show. But hey, I was just wondering. I wondered if the guy should really be putting Lady Di on the show anymore, just because you got to think she's near death watch at this point. And say she keels over, somebody's going to find the audio of when was the last time she was on the show.
Well, look, I mean,
And
true,
then
but
a homeless Charlie situation.
Yeah, I guess, but she's also more likely to find help in front of an audience, right? Like if we're making people aware of her situation, and it's not like we're not trying to give her help. Dr. Steve has literally had multiple conversations with her at home on her phone. She just won't take the help.
All right, okay, then, well, all right, then I don't know what to say.
That's the whole thing. There is no answer to this question. There's nothing to do. I think actor Brian Greenberg is stopping by the post show today. Hopefully he'll have an answer for this Lady Di thing. He was in that show on HBO, How to Make It in America, and One Tree Hill, if there's any teenage girls out there listening. Sean in North Carolina.
Hey, Sammy Robert.
What's up, buddy?
Lady Di, that fat cunt,
Okay.
can't put down that horse piss, natty eye, but she's going to convince us that she quit crack.
Yeah, I mean, there was no doubt about it today. If there ever was a question about her crack habits, I mean, today made it clear that she is blatantly lying to us at all times. I don't think there's any explanation. But this is the thing. Everybody goes, well, you can't have Lady Di on your show anymore. You shouldn't have her on anymore. Louis C.K. was on the show today, and all anybody wants to talk about is Lady Di. Somehow she's figured out a way to be very compelling. Cameron in Toronto.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
I have a line of the day recommendation.
Okay.
Anthony and Opie were talking to the Mexican guy, or whatever, taco guy. And
He was a chip guy today.
Yeah, Opie said, I was going to have my engagement party there. And then Anthony said, yeah, but then they found out you were having a same-sex marriage.
That segment was full of funny lines. For me, I love that one. That was very funny. But, I mean, for me, all the references to the fact that they were dissatisfied with only chips being here and no tacos. Sal, how did Roland take that segment?
Roland whispered to me, like, he came into the office, like, oh my God, they don't have any tacos, they don't have any tacos. And he started panicking. And this was before the guys knew. And I was just like, oh, this is going to be a great segment.
It was, wasn't it?
Oh, I loved it.
Now, how did Roland, as the segment was going on, after the segment, did you talk to him at all?
Yeah, he was eating chips and guac.
He was just trying to drown his sorrows in chips and guac.
He was good. He was fine.
I think Jim posted a picture of Roland enjoying his chips on his Twitter. Did you see that photo?
No, but I will retweet it on the O&A Show Twitter account.
It's not the most flattering of photos. I don't know why he did that. Do we have our... yeah, I think we have our guest coming in. You ready? Yeah, come on in. We were just talking about Lady Di and chips. Welcome. Come on in. We're live on the air, so don't say anything.
We're live.
We're live. I mean, you're uncensored.
Okay.